Hello, my name is HQ of HQ Reacts. Welcome to my channel. Please do me a favor. Hit the like button, share the stream, and click the notification button for new content. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Hello. You know, it's one of those streams, right? One of those kind of streams tonight. Everybody settle down. We got cooler heads, hopefully, are prevailing around this nation, right? And I understand a lot of people are worried right now, and for good reason, right? We're seeing a rise in, according to the news, the far-right Christian nationalist groups, specifically one called Groypers. And many of them are openly racist. Okay. Apparently, Charlie wasn't far right as he could be. Hey, Typro. They use the religion and patriotism as shields to push hateful ideas, I guess. And instead of promoting the love, the peace, and community like their Christian faith is supposed to do, they twist that religion into a weapon that divides people, I guess. This is not just about political disagreements anymore. It's about the safety, dignity, and the right to exist without the fear. Charlie went to his rally and did his rally. Charlie went to his rally thinking he would go home with his wife and his children. The killing of Charlie Kirk, whether people agreed with him or not, it doesn't matter whether you agreed with him or not, shows how extreme our environment has become. That man deserved to go home with his family. Violence is feeding the violence. His death scares us. His death has rattled people because it highlights how deep the hate and the division has gotten. There's many people who saw Kirk as someone who fueled this kind of movement. The way he was targeted is a sign that anger on all sides is boiling over, and it's not any good. That kind of political violence is dangerous for everyone, because once blood is spilled, it encourages more people to act out in dangerous ways. At the same time, threats against Black students at the HBCU was unwarranted. That's adding another layer of fear. Young people should be focused on studying, building their futures, and celebrating their culture. Not looking over their shoulders, wondering if somebody wants to harm them or beat them up or shoot them just because of the color of their skin. These threats are meant to intimidate, to silence, and to remind Black folks that racism is still alive and well. And when these threats are tied to Christian nationalism groups, it shows how dangerous the mix of religion and hate can be. Half the country is scared. We are scared because it feels like we're sliding backwards in time when hate groups had more power. For Black people, immigrants, LGBT people, folk, anyone who doesn't fit the narrow vision that these extremists push, the fear is real. We remember history. I remember history. The Jim Crow laws, lynchings, church bombings, voter suppression. When groups started to chant about Christian nation, and targeting minorities, it echoes that ugly past. We need to stop. It's not paranoia. It's experience that's repeating itself. And here's the truth. The extremists are not the minority, or not the majority, I'm sorry. They're loud, organized, dangerous. Charlie just wanted to go home. Charlie should have just went home. He should have went home. Most of us Americans don't want to live in a world where your religion, your skin color, or sexuality decides your worth. Still, when leaders don't speak up strongly like they're supposed to, it feels like silence is giving them room to breathe. That silence is part of what scares people the most today. Because if we don't call this hate out, it is going to spread. The path has to be courage, honesty, and unity. People need to say plainly that Christian nationalism does not speak for all Christians. And racism has no place in this country if we want to move forward. Communities must stand up for each other, whether it's protecting HBCU students, protecting far-right people, calling out threats online, demanding leaders act like they're supposed to, speaking out against extreme violence. Fear only wins if people stay quiet. The majority of Americans, if united, are stronger than any extremist group that we can put in place. That's the only way to stop the cycle of hate before it consumes all of us, right? Now today, I see something called Grouper or Groper. I had never heard of a Groper. I had no idea. But I had heard of Nick Fuentes. And I'm going to play you this clip, which was the weirdest shit ever. To me. What's going on?
Fuentes just rushed to... Charlie Kirk was just taken out by a meme-obsessed, radicalized young white man. And Nick Fuentes is getting nervous. Fuentes just rushed to issue statements condemning his followers who ever pick up weapons, which tells me that he knows that eyes are on him right now. To understand why this matters, you need to know about Charlie Kirk's long feud with Nick Fuentes and his so-called Groyper army. Back in 2019, Fuentes' followers, the Groypers, they launched what became known as the Groyper Wars. They targeted Kirk and his organization, Turning Point USA. At public events, they would heckle him, disrupt his speeches, and they accused him of being a sellout. Their issue? They thought that Kirk was too soft, too establishment, too willing to play politics instead of going full white nationalist like Fuentes and the Groypers. Kirk, through Turning Point USA, represented the institutional face of MAGA youth organizing, pro-Trump, but still within the guardrails of mainstream conservatism. Fuentes positioned himself as the authentic voice of the far right, pushing conspiracy theories like the Great Replacement conspiracy theory, and openly trafficking in anti-Jewish hate.
I'm not a Trump supporting house Negro. I'm a human being who saw a person get killed on camera. That's what I am.
And doing that, he built a cult around himself. The Groyper Wars were about who would control the next generation of far-right activists. Now, evidence suggests that Kirk's assassin might have been a Groyper, a follower of Fuentes. That's why Fuentes was quick to put out a statement condemning the violence, because he knows he's in the spotlight. He knows that law enforcement, the media, and the Republican Party, the MAGA Republican Party, are watching. Here's where Trump comes in. Trump has always relied on Kirk as one of his most loyal propagandists. Right. But he's also openly flirted with Fuentes, meeting him after January 6th, refusing to fully denounce him, and letting figures like Laura Loomer, who's allied with Fuentes, stay close. Trump thrives on playing both sides of this really dangerous coalition. The result is a cycle of violence. Kirk normalized political violence through Turning Point USA and promoting...
Unfortunately, Rennie, you're lost in the sauce. They're talking about the far right. You're lost in the sauce. This has nothing to do with the left. Please stick to the topic. This is a far right topic and people. Please stick to the right. You're lost in the sauce if you keep bringing up the left. We're not talking about
dangerous conspiracy theories about things like a stolen election in 2020. While both Kirk and Fuentes have pushed dangerous conspiracy theories that inspire vigilantes and people who go into shopping malls, movie theaters, Walmarts, schools, and do terrible things, Kirk had only in the last few years really started to lurch much further to the right, to get closer to Fuentes. And Trump benefits from both streams of loyalty, no matter how bloody the consequences. What do we do now? We make sure that MAGA's attention stays focused on Fuentes. We keep the wedge open. Every Republican politician should be forced to answer, do you stand with Nick Fuentes, or will you denounce him? and impose real, serious legal consequences on him, his movement, and his allies, like Laura Loomer, who still has regular access to the President of the United States, Donald Trump. Our objective here is clear. Keep MAGA's rage turned inward, so it doesn't fuel more vigilante or state-enforced violence against vulnerable communities. If we can drive that wedge, we can buy time and space to keep organizing, keep protecting our neighbors, and keep building the anti-fascist resistance for the long haul. And don't forget to remind MAGA at every opportunity that Kirk was loudly and openly demanding the release of a certain set of records related to one of the world's most notorious abusers of young girls and women, who is a personal and close friend of Donald Trump for years. To be clear, you should not believe these conspiracy theories that MAGA believes. But when and where you can cause discord between fascists, you should take that opportunity. This is just one of the ways that you can go on offense for democracy. Let them exhaust each other, distract each other, and weaken one another. Because if their hate is boiling inwards, it won't be boiling over to burn the rest of us.
Right. That's my whole point. Yes, I did vote in the last election. I voted, but Charlie Kirk is still a human being. And that person deserved to go home to his family. Okay? That's it. That's as far as I feel. I have no association or affiliation with him at all. I feel sorry for the person. I feel sorry for the family, right? You have to feel sorry for human beings that don't make it home. All right? This is the message that Charlie gave out. No, who did you vote? I vote for Kamala. This is what Nick Fuentes wrote. My followers and I are currently being framed for the murder of Charlie Kirk by the mainstream media based on literally zero evidence. After the left gunned him down, they celebrated and justified it. They said I was next. Now they are blaming me. No one's blaming you. This is the FBI that is putting this information out. The FBI put this information out about Tyler. Okay, nobody put this information out except the FBI. They said gropers. They said this was related to gropers. We don't know what gropers are. We have no idea what that is. But it says gropers are an alt-right national group. Okay. He's dressed as Pepe the Frog. It's a popular thing. Far-right anti-Semitic. The problem here is that Nick Fuentes started this group. He started this group. And according to the FBI, the young man, Tyler Robinson, was a part of that group. We're just following what the FBI say. Okay. No, the last 5 shootings were Republican. Jerry, please read. Please read, please. Yes, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Please. Because I want if you all have the phone number, right?
But I'm pretty sure that the guy who did the thing to Charlie Kirk is a Groyper. Most of you sane individuals out there who are seeing this are asking yourself, what the fuck is a Groyper? And I will explain, but first let me explain why I think that. When I saw the engravings, it was a light bulb moment. Also, can our media stop doing this? Stop blaming like specific groups for things before you do your research and figure out what these engravings actually mean. I'm gonna break these down one by one. Notices bulges. Ooh, what's this? It's a meme. It's a meme. Also, it's a furry meme and a specifically anti-furry meme. Hey fascist, catch, followed by up arrow, right arrow, and 3 down arrows. That would be from the video game Helldivers 2. It's what you press to call in an airstrike. The big airstrike, in fact. Bella Chow also, how the fuck did he fit all of this on like 2.5 inches? Anyway, most people would think that that's a reference to Bella Ciao, as in like the Italian anti-fascist song.
Right.
But given the context clues of everything else we see here, I believe it's a reference to Far Cry 6. Bella Ciao is like a whole thing in that video game. The last one, if you read this, you're gay, LMAO, that's obviously trolling. Like, that's blatant trolling. The dude also went as the Slob Squat meme for Halloween one year. Now, to answer the burning question, what the fuck is a groyper? Here is the Wikipedia entry. You can pause to read if you would like, but I will let you know.
Yeah, Matt, I was thrown off when I heard that. I was way thrown off. I did not know that.
They are an alt-right, white nationalist, Christian nationalist group who follows Nick Fuentes. I want to put out there for legal reasons, I am not blaming any of this on Nick Fuentes. I am just saying this is my personal belief. Not that he's responsible, but that this kid is a groyper. In fact, it's not just me that thinks this. 4chan is lighting up right now with people that think this. Like, they think he's one of their own. Also, going back to the engravings, this is a playlist from Spotify.
No, she's explaining to you that he's not left. She's explaining to you that he is far right, belonging to the grouper or the groper, belonging to the groper people.
In the Groyper Wars.
Did I take that off the screen?
And what's on this playlist?
Yes, I did.
Down here at the bottom, Bella Ciao.
Sorry, guys.
Now, I'm sure many of you are asking, okay, if these guys like Nick Fuentes, why did they go after Charlie Kirk? Because to us normies, they're essentially the same thing, but they're not. They're not at all. The followers of Nick Fuentes and the Groypers, which are one and the same thing, do not like Charlie Kirk. In fact, there have now been 2 Groyper wars, as far as I know, where they...
Groyper is the group started by Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes is the far-right racist. They hated Charlie Kirk because Charlie Kirk didn't go far enough in the racial divide or the Christian, according to Nick, he didn't go far enough. He didn't go far enough in the race war. That was what it was. Yeah, Nick is a far right racist. Yes, he is. If you don't know that, then I can't help you. Grouper is the group that Nick Fuentes started. He started that group. Tyler Robinson belonged to that group. The young lady is explaining to you what the group is.
Go after Charlie Kirk, essentially. Anyway, that's my chronically online rant for today. He might not be a groyper. I'm not saying he definitely is. I'm just saying that's what I believe. He could just be like a 4chan shit poster. We see a lot of like shit posting in relation to mass pew-pews lately. We saw that recently, I believe, with the church one, with what they had inscribed all over everything. Like, it's a mishmash of internet meme culture, specifically like shit posting 4chan culture. If you made it through this video, thank you.
I wanted to jump on and add some quick gloss on recent events that might help folks who aren't plugged into the far corners of the internet make better sense of the motivations and actions of 2 major right-wing groups that are involved in the recent events. If you're looking at a swirl of cryptic memes and trying to reverse engineer a motive, you're going to misread this story. What looks like politics is often subculture. What looks like a manifesto is sometimes a dare wrapped in a joke, wrapped in a void. 2 families on the right keep getting mashed together in coverage. There's the mainline far-right Christian nationalism and then the Groyper scene, especially its black-pilled accelerationists. They overlap in rhetoric and enemies, but they don't want the same future, and they don't use the internet in the same way. Groypers refers to a youth-driven online far-right scene that's associated.
According to his trans roommate, he belonged to the group Groypers. That meant he belonged to the far-right group started by Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes is a far-right rapist. Grapist. Sorry. Far-right grapist. Far-right racist. Jesus, I get that mixed up. He is a far-right racist. Okay? He belongs to the group that Nick Fuentes started. He is not a lefty. It just is what it is. You can't make him be a lefty. He has he has a group affiliation with Nick Fuentes. You can't make him be a lefty. He's not. He never was. The family has always been Republican.
Black pill comes from incel forums and signals fatalism. So no improvement in humanity is possible, and thereby despair is rational. Acceleration in extremist context means stoking crises to hasten societal collapse. You can think of this as builders versus burners. And so for Christian nationalism, in its hard right form, it's still builder energy. It insists that the nation is or should be explicitly.
I'm going to turn on the phone lines in about 5 minutes. I'd love to hear you all call in and tell me what case you have again. How do we know this? I'm asking you. And please don't call me the N-word, because I don't want to be doing that tonight.
Prizes hierarchy, order, and a return to rightful social roles, but the strategy is institutional. They want to win elections, they want to pass laws, they want to staff the courts and capture the school boards and rechristen the public square. And you hear vocabulary about restoration and revival and sovereignty and virtue. And this imagined endpoint is a moral order enforced by the state. And even when their rhetoric gets apocalyptic, the plan is still state power. The Groyper world orbits a completely different sun. It's youth heavy. It's a coalition that includes a lot of streamers and online personalities, and it borrows from incel forums, gamer chat, crypto cynicism, edgelord comedy, and a lot of terminally online irony. Here's the core distinction. The black-pilled wing does not believe in reform, not of institutions, not of culture, not of people. The black pill is a conviction that decline is irreversible. If nothing can be redeemed, then the only creative act is negation. And that's where accelerationism comes in. In this context, acceleration means pressing on every social fault line, race, gender, religion, class, until something breaks. It is not policy, it's physics. The expectation is collapse, followed by nothing. Unlike some white supremacists or apocalyptic Christian variants that at least fantasize about what comes after, mainstream black pill content rarely sketches a constructive post-collapse order. It's entropy worship. Speed the unraveling and enjoy the spectacle. Black pill is a social political fatalism that invites breakdown. Different crowds, different goals. It's also distinct from the more formal Christian nationalist project. The language sometimes rhymes, both talk about decay, but Christian nationalists think institutions can be repurposed. Black pill Groypers think the institutions are rot. So why the memes that look like riddles? Because the memification is the ideology. The style is the substance, or as Marshall McLuhan said, the medium is the message. The meme factory does 3 jobs at once. Number 1, it allows for recruitment at scale. So high contrast, darkly funny, and deliberately absurd images travel farther than policy papers. A kid who would never sit through a speech will swallow 100 images that say more, faster, and sneakier. Number 2, plausible deniability. Irony is a Kevlar vest. If you take it literally, they were just joking. If you miss the reference, you reveal you're out of the club. The ambiguity is the shibboleth. And desensitization. Number 3, shock is used like a gym routine. The first time you see it, you flinch. The 10th time, you smirk. By the 100th time, a position that once looked unthinkable has been normalized inside the in-group. That's why the aesthetics feel like a mashup of cartoon frogs and Wojaks and glitch art and millenarian doom and consumer culture parody. The mix says, nothing matters, everything's a joke, nihilism is the punchline. So who gravitates to black pill spaces? It's often younger men who feel exiled from status games that they think they can't win, like dating, elite colleges, prestige jobs, coherent communities. It's cheap status. Attention is the currency, and it bonds people who may never meet offline. That helps explain the why behind cryptic inscriptions or symbol-laden posts around real-world incidents.
And that explains a little bit of that Groyper, which is really fascinating. Yes, you gotta read facts. People are giving you information. We have to have information. Okay? That's the point of having the information. Not saying, no, it's not true. It's fake. Look, nobody knew Charlie, but these people know each other. These people know each other.
All right, couple of things. We were wrong about him being a registered Republican voter. You were wrong about that. His grandmother interviewed the Daily Mail, said that her entire family are Trump supporters. People are trying to claim that he's a leftist, and they're trying to put fake images out. I've gone through Fox News, I've gone through Newsweek, I've gone through every right-wing news media. None of them are reporting on this. I've gone through Twitter and I've checked every major conservative commentator. None of them are posting about it or have evidence for this whatsoever, because he wasn't a leftist and he wasn't a liberal and he wasn't radicalized by college. He went to the most conservative college in America for 1 semester and then dropped out. He was a right wing.
See, I don't know what he was. All of this gossip. Nobody seems to know what was this boy, what was his beliefs. What did he believe? He didn't believe left. He didn't believe, he was, I didn't know he was living with a trans, but that's weird. That That's weird.
On called the Groyper War. So, it actually wasn't even initially a conscious decision. Unlike Turning Point USA, and unlike a lot of what goes on in the conservative movement, this was totally organic. It started out with a couple of people who like my show, watch my show. They went to, I think it was in Colorado, I forget which school. Two people came up during the Q&A and they asked about Charlie Kirk's support for legal immigration. Back then, he had a very different tone on legal immigration. He would, in his speech, say, we should staple green cards to every diploma of a foreign student. And so one of the questions was, hey, how can you support mass legal immigration? Isn't that not very different from illegal immigration? Then it turned into a thing. And we said, yeah, this is great. This is good stuff because, Charlie Kirk was up there and didn't have an answer for questions from a right-wing perspective. He wasn't prepared for a young white guy in a MAGA hat and with a rosary in his hand saying, hey, why aren't you America first 100% of the time?
And then there was a confrontation between the young man and Charlie. But that film is really off. It really doesn't show anything. According to the film that I found, it really didn't show anything. It just was him trying to go against Charlie.
Look, y'all, I'm about to tell you why 22-year-old Tyler Robinson shot and killed Charlie Kirk. And it has a lot to do with being intelligent, being a white nationalist, and feeling like Donald Trump and Charlie Kirk turned their backs on the Gropers. So look, the Gropers are a bunch of white nationalists. They feel like white people should be preserved in America. They promote anti-Semitic views, blah, blah, blah. Right now, Tyler, he used to fuck with Charlie Kirk all the way up until 2019. He goes to a rally and gets into it with Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk blew him down, ripped his ass to pieces, and he never forgot. He like, oh, so this bitch been lying to us, been finessing us. Then he think he's more intelligent than me. And what Charlie Kirk don't know is you ain't gonna never be smarter than a nigga that scored a 32 on the ACT, right? So he like, all right, Nick Fuentes, I got us, right? He goes in his Discord and strikes up the conversation to see how his peers feel about it. He like, yeah, y'all, how y'all feel about Charlie Kirk? And they immediately go in. Oh, he's a piece of bullshit. He's Donald Trump's little do-boy.
So is there any truth to what we talking about? Is there any truth to what they talking about? No sound. I know that did not play and y'all didn't get no sound. Is there any truth to what he's talking about? Here is the phone. We opening up the phone. Because I don't know. I don't know Charlie. I have never known Charlie. I only got to know Charlie this weekend. So don't come up here going off because I don't know Charlie. Okay. But I'd be interested in what people have to say about Charlie. Okay. Hold on. Let me open it up. Okay. Let's see if it works. Somebody call me up, please. Except, hold on. So I can put this shit up there. Put me up in the background. I need this because this is right here. Hold still, spread the screen. Something is happening. I don't know what's happening. Something is happening. This, I don't know where this is at turning point. I don't know, but something is happening. And I was trying to figure out, was it a memorial service? Did the memorial service happen? Okay, this is a video image. Okay, hold still, y'all. We got to open up the phone lines. And my ass was looking at that. But okay, so we just going to put this on the screen because we want to. Y'all, I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. Am I in here? I hope I didn't kick myself out. Oh, Lord. Okay. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Eh, okay. Can y'all? Hold on. Hold on. Let me remove. Give me a. Y'all got? Y'all? Mm. Here we are. Hmm. Get me up. Hello? Why can't I hear anyone? What the hell happened? What the hell happened? Hold still. And I had it just so right. What the hell? I can hear everybody, but I can't hear. I can't. Okay. I can't. Share my. I'm sorry because I continue. I kick my. And I keep. Okay. Going back in the wrong thing. Wrong thing. Hold on, y'all. And I got it. Okay. Hold on. Stop. Okay. Get me. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to get delete. Y'all got to forgive me because it's killing me. Yeah. It gave me 3 different boxes. Holes. Okay. Please tell me I'm correct now. Please tell me I'm correct now. Because otherwise, I'm going to be pissed as hell. Because, hold still. What the hell is going on with my damn stuff? It's a conspiracy, y'all. Come on. I was good just a minute ago. Then shit just went haywire. Somebody call me right now. Somebody call me and test this shit right now. Okay. Somebody call me and test it right now. Please and thank you. Somebody call me. And we see if it works. You got new. Hello? I want to make sure it's there. Are you a girl or a guy? I don't know. What you think? Wait a minute. Let's see. Working? Let's see. Hall. Hall. Okay. Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear that? Say yes in the chat if you can hear it. Shit. Okay, try it again. I'm sorry. This is correct number 470-400. Try it again. I'm sorry. You can hear it? Okay. It's got to get your name first. Okay. It's going to get your name first. Oh, hold on. Let's make sure. Do not disturb is off. Okay. Now it should be fine. Jerry?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Jerry, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you doing?
Jeez, I don't know what the hell happened.
I'm so glad you got to work.
Jesus. So what can you tell me about Charlie Kirk? I absolutely only know what I've heard in the mail. I know in the news. What are we talking about?
So Charlie Kirk was somebody who was built on patriotism, faith, and family. And he would go to...
Oh, shit. Oh, whoa, what happened?
Hello?
Yeah, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
All right. He would give everybody open mics and open platform to, debate and discuss how they feel, and he'll tell you how he feels. And he stood by his ground. He stood on 10 toes. His opinion, he was faith-based, family, patriot, all that.
Okay.
And him dying is such a... I mean, so far, 750 people lost their jobs by posting online how happy they were about his death.
Ouch.
I mean, it's going to keep happening because you can't silence... They made him a martyr, which he should be. I mean, he died standing on what he did in front of his wife, children, and all. It's such a sad thing to see. Now, I do not want violence.
Right.
And everybody's going like, oh, let's blame conspiracies. No, let's not blame conspiracies. Let's blame the hateful rhetoric,
right,
on that's happening online, calling people Nazis, calling people this, that.
Right.
I mean, it's wrong. It's awful. It should never happen.
He was a human being, and he deserved to go home to his wife. He deserved to go home.
Now, I do want to touch on, there is going to be a point where, like, one side is more radicalized than the other side. And it's not the right side. I'm sorry. You can't really say the right. The last, 3-4 school shootings, trans people, leftists, Antifa...
Have been on the right.
No, it's not been on the right.
Oh, yeah, you can look it up. It's been on the right.
I do. And these are trans people shooting up Catholic schools. These are people who put... the last 3 put things on the guns the same way he did. Writing on the bullets, writing on the clips. I mean, the evidence is there.
No. I'm talking about like in a political sense, not just in a regular gun sense. I mean, in a political sense.
In a political sense?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm stating. It's all political sense. Like the left is being more violent than the right. Like, look, all right, I'll give you one scenario.
Okay.
George Floyd dies, burned down fucking cities, right? Sorry, I'm in a cuss. And then Charlie Kirk dies, there's prayer vigils. Do you see a difference?
Well, yeah, I see a difference. I see a difference. I also see that the rhetoric has been ratcheted up. I see the violence has been ratcheted up. My question is, what's the solution though? What can we do?
Everybody needs to, like, it's not, all right. This is where I don't think, I really don't think that this internet thing is helping.
It didn't help at all.
The internet is what fuels it.
At all. Yes, it did.
It's fueling the fire. It's like you got left people going on this and disinformation left and right. Oh, he was this. The shooter was that. The shooter was this. The fact is, somebody died over their point of view that didn't deserve it. Everybody needs to calm it down. Like, everybody's allowed to have their own opinions. That's what makes America great.
Right.
That's what makes us great.
Right.
That's why we're not a communist country.
Absolutely. I believe that too.
Just God bless everyone. And I hope that no one Nazi calling and no more, BLM calling, and don't ever say the N-word. All that shit needs to stop.
I'm on this is a neutral ground. As long as you're neutral and you come to express you come to express how you felt about Charlie, whether that's right or wrong or good or bad, it's a forum to do that. because I didn't know Charlie. You know, I didn't know what he talked about. I didn't know. I only found out what I found out the past couple days. You know, this, that, and the
You
third.
know what he said? You know what he said that was so offensive? Men can't birth babies. Women can't be men. What's so controversial about that?
Absolutely nothing.
He said, go to work, raise your family, don't have 5 baby moms, stick to an agenda. What's so controversial about that?
Nothing, not at all.
And therefore, that man got shot in the neck for speaking truth.
Right.
And now everybody's trying to twist it and blame, conspiracies. It's the Jews. It was MAGA. He was this. He was that. No, the man didn't say nothing but truth.
He was. I don't know what. We don't know why that young man did what he did. We don't even know if it's the young man. We don't know anything as of yet. Why he did what he did. Hopefully, we can find out more information about what happened to Charlie. And I'm using his first name and not just Charlie Kirk because he was a human being. He wasn't just a person that did speeches and a person who moved the conversation forward. He was a human being. So I'm treating him as a human being. And I hope whoever calls can understand that this is a man who lost a family that lost a husband and a father. Okay.
In front of his family. Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
And I'm going to get off the phone so other people can jump on the line.
Thank you, sir.
My point. Bless you, Queen.
Thank you.
You a queen. I don't care about the haters in the chat. I'll be back in that chat after the phone call. Don't be hating.
Thank you.
Let's have an open dialogue.
Just an open dialogue.
God bless you. Love you, sister.
Thank you. Please, the line is open. The line is open for anyone who wanted to come up and express whatever.
From.
My name is George.
To accept, press 1. To send a...
Hello, George.
Hello, how you doing?
Fine, thanks. How did Charlie change your life?
Honestly, I didn't really have the guts to go out and talk to people like I'm doing right now, like call your number. And watching him really inspired me to do that because I do realize that nowadays people are trying to censor what we say and just make sure their ideas are right. And I also wanted to mention the last guy that called said that the problem was the internet. I don't think the problem is the internet, honestly. I see the internet as a tool. I think the problem is the people using that tool.
Okay, I can accept that.
What do you think?
I can accept that. That's reasonable. And he may have meant that. The young man may have meant that, but I can see what you're talking about. Yes.
It's like a gun. Like,
right.
If a good person has a gun, he's not gonna go and kill anybody, you know? Like, if a criminal has a gun, they're gonna go and shoot somebody, probably.
So you didn't know Mr. Kirk, Charlie. I mean, you didn't know his speech or anything like that.
No, honestly, I saw him on YouTube sometimes when I was scrolling. That's how I knew him, and then I realized he died, and I learned more about him. You know, it kind of.
Yeah, you're sort of like me. Yeah, you're sort of like me. I would scroll and I would see him every once in a while, but I never really stopped and listened to what he was talking about. And and when he died, that's the only reason why I knew what his content was after he died. Yeah, you're sort of like.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And
I'm neutral. I'm neutral about, I'm neutral. He's a human being and a human being lost his life. But other than that, I'm not dancing and I'm not doing any goofy stuff, right?
Yeah, so I want to talk about something else. I was raised Roman Catholic and I recently transitioned into Catholicism. Not Catholicism, into Christianity.
Christianity, yes.
And I've been struggling a lot because I've been reading the Bible and I'm a man of science myself. And I read in the Bible a lot that the Bible consistently supports that the earth is flat. Like I think that there's 4 corners on the earth, and I want to hear your opinion. What do you think about that? That the Bible states one thing and our science shows us something else.
Wait a minute, I can barely hear you. Hold on, you got to state what you said again. What the heck is my system? What's going on?
It's okay. Let me know when you can hear me.
Wait a minute. Okay. Try to wait a minute. Say it again. Slow, maybe slower. That would be better.
Okay, so I was reading the Bible, and I read in the Bible that a lot of the verses support the fact that the earth is flat. Like I read that there's four corners to the world, that nothing can move the world, and all these things like they lead me to believe that the earth is flat, you know. And as a man of science, it makes me contradict my faith, because how can I trust the book that is supposed to spiritually guide me to go to heaven if it's getting one basic fact wrong? You know what I mean?
Wow.
I want to see what your opinion is about that.
That's a philosophy. I couldn't even. I'm not familiar with why something would be referred to as being flat when we know that it's been proven scientifically that it's round. So
that leads me to think, if that's wrong, what else could be wrong in the Bible? You know?
I mean, there's plenty of things in the Bible that you have to look at with a grain of salt. I mean, there's plenty of things in the Bible. I mean, it's not all encompassing. These are fables, and you have to take those things and apply them to your life. They're not necessarily taken. I mean, because in the Bible there's slavery. We know that's not a correct thing to do. We know, a lot of people are talking about Mary was a see, I don't even want to get into the Bible. Oh God. All I'm saying is don't take it 100%. Go to more religious sites than what you're used to, and then read a little bit more. A place that you can go is called The Line. And it's called The Line. It's a website called The Line. It's a YouTube channel, and they discuss the Bible and the things that are in the Bible. They do that daily. They can far more point you in the direction of inconsistencies than I ever could.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the time. Thank you for being so respectful, and
thank
have
you.
a good night.
Thank you, hon, and please come back, please.
Of course. Have a good night.
Thank you. Hello. The Bible doesn't say the earth is flat. This young man needs direction. So he's looking for direction. He's looking for something to believe. Okay. RMB, thank you. Through the Fire podcast, $2 HQ needs 35 more likes. That's okay. We're talking about Charlie Kirk and what's going on with Charlie Kirk. I didn't know that, what's his name? I did not know the young man was trans. I did not know, or he had a trans partner. I did not know that. Okay. That's an interesting dynamic, that he has a trans partner. We're not talking about the man as a scapegoat to what's going on. This young man, apparently he had things that he was doing behind the scenes. If it's true that he was a follower of Nick Fuentes, that is an issue. If he was a follower of Nick Fuentes, and Nick Fuentes has decided that he's going to disassociate himself from this information, or this young man, he's going to disassociate himself from that. And that's fine if he disassociates himself from it, but he has to take accountability for his actions. He has to take accountability for what he's talking about. Okay. Call the number. Black America, call the number. I didn't know he was a leftist X, Y, and Z. Who knew what the young man was up to? Call the number on the screen. Give me information. I wanted to know. Black America, you said he was X, Y, and Z. Call the phone number. Can you call the phone number? My condolences to Charlie Kirk and his family. That's right. My condolences to the young man. We didn't know he was a leftist X, Y, and Z. Nobody knew that. Nobody had any clue as to what was going on with this young man. Okay. We can only wait out and find out what's going on with the family. He was dating a transgender. He's not Antifa. He's not black. That makes no sense. The young man is not black, so we shouldn't be saying that. Okay? Nobody's saying anything. The whole point is we haven't got any information about the young man any more than what we have. Call up Black America, because I don't, as I said, I don't know what the young man was up to. Who knows? Everything we know about this young man, we don't know anymore. Okay? Hold on. Let me see. So Antifa is not a black entity. It's not. I have no idea what I have no idea what Antifa is. I have no idea. You let me know what it was. Okay? You all let me know what started with the Antifa. Okay? I don't know. Why do I have this problem? Okay. Here we go.
Alleged killer, motivated by his own political beliefs, took the life of someone who was voicing theirs. 22-year-old Tyler Robinson is now in custody in Utah. His time on the run lasted 33 hours. Law enforcement says it was his family who turned him in. He allegedly left behind key pieces of evidence, including inscriptions on bullet casings that allegedly show his motivation, and also that he was someone who spent...
Cooler heads have to prevail. SOS, cooler heads have to prevail. Otherwise, it's going to get out of control. I don't want anything to boil over. I don't want it to be some kind of war against X, Y, and Z. We want to forget all of that. I don't know anything about Antifa. I'm black and I don't know nothing about Antifa.
And a lot of...
Because I live on the side of that never touches me, that kind of stuff. So
of time in some twisted corners of the internet. Let's break down what those inscriptions mean and how they could impact his legal case. We're on the case, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart.
He must have been comfortable. Yeah, okay, Jerry. Hey, Jerry. Hey. He must have been comfortable with guns. He must have been comfortable with them having trained him with guns. He must have been very comfortable.
Now that we know that law enforcement say 22-year-old Tyler Robinson is the person responsible for shooting and killing conservative influencer Charlie Kirk, we're learning a lot about Robinson's background, and specifically that he is a young man who spent a lot of time on the internet. So here's some of the other things we know about Robinson before I get into those inscriptions and what they mean. Robinson lived with his family in southwestern Utah, more than 3 hours away from the campus of Utah Valley University, where the shooting took place. We have video from outside his family home and the gray Dodge Challenger that authorities say he drove to the shooting and escaped with, still parked outside. Police say it was his parents who saw the person of interest images that the FBI put out, and they realized that Tyler Robinson, their son, may be the killer. His family confronted him and turned him over to law enforcement. According to Spencer Cox, the governor of Utah, Tyler Robinson in some ways confessed, or at least inferred, that he was the person responsible when speaking to his dad. His dad also then called a youth pastor who helped take Tyler to a police station so he could face charges for what he allegedly did. Now let's get to the case against Tyler Robinson. Law enforcement says that he arrived on the campus of UVU before noon September 10th. Then he fired one shot from the top of a building roughly 200 yards away from Charlie Kirk about a half hour later. Then he escaped, jumping off of a building, running to a wooded area, leaving behind the rifle he allegedly used in the attack, and driving in that Dodge Challenger back to southwestern Utah. This is the video that was released of now who we believe to be Robinson jumping from that building and running away. The rifle that was found, this bolt-action, high-powered rifle that had a scope, was wrapped in a towel left in a bush. Investigators say inscriptions were engraved on the casings found with the rifle. Here's how they were described by Utah Governor Spencer Cox.
So the area north of Campus Drive Road where the suspect crossed over, you saw some of that in the video that we released last night, consists of a grassy area with trees on the edge of the UVU campus. Investigators discovered a bolt-action rifle wrapped in a dark colored towel. The rifle was determined to be a Mauser Model 98 30-06 caliber bolt-action rifle. The rifle had a scope mounted on top of it. Investigators noted inscriptions that had been engraved on casings found with the rifle. Inscriptions on a fired casing read, "Notices, bulges, capital OWO, what's this, question mark." Inscriptions on the 3 unfired casings read, "Hey fascist, exclamation point, catch, exclamation point."
Right.
Up arrow symbol, right arrow.
You all have the phone number. Call in if you have something to say. We'll stop the video and listen to your phone call if you call in. Don't worry about the video. Just call in if you feel like calling in, please. I would love to hear about people who were influenced by Charlie, who actually had a campus encounter with Charlie, or you feel like he's being misunderstood. Please call in. Don't worry about the video. Call in.
And symbol and 3 down arrow symbols. A second unfired casing read, "Oh Bella Chow, Bella Chow, Bella Chow, Chow Chow." And a third unfired casing read, "If you read this."
Okay. Jerry. Jerry? Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm doing the most. Mm-hmm. Can you hear me now? Talk now. Can you hear? Can you all hear him now? Okay. Can you all hear? You hear him now, right? Sorry about that.
Okay, so like just to repeat, there's a difference between a murder and assassination. Anybody with any kind of power of a voice that leads anybody, I'm sorry, like even Hitler assassinated, right? Bin Laden assassinated, right? Charlie Kirk assassinated, right?
Right.
The girl on the train murdered. There's a difference.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That comes with power. So you get assassinated if you have power, but if you're just an average Joe on the street, I mean, people get murdered every day.
Mm-hmm.
But assassinations come a little bit less. Okay. And I'm not saying it's right. Don't get it. I mean, that's not right. Like, murder is wrong altogether. Don't kill nobody over their political views at all. I wouldn't want no one dead. But that's just the difference in between.
Okay, a specific type of murder is an assassination, a targeted killing of a prominent and important person. Murder is just the unlawful killing of one person by another, regardless of the victim's identity. Okay, so it is.
Yes, Queen.
Yes. So
that's
it is
absolutely correct.
Right, right. Okay. All right.
So, and furthermore, like Charlie Kirk spoke on, he also spoke on, which I don't even like to speak on it because I don't know, it's something that's like nobody wants to touch.
Mm-hmm.
But he spoke on fatherhoods. 80% of the Black youth don't stick around for their kids.
Right, right.
He spoke on that.
So why did you think? Why did you or did you not think that I mean, I've heard people say they thought he was racist. Why did you or did you not think he was racist? He was not racist to you.
Okay, I don't think he's racist because he didn't care what race you were. He was speaking on statistics and what a family household statistics lie.
Okay.
So like, look at the killings in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Look at things like that, and that's like really percentile black on black crime.
Okay.
And no one wants to bring that up ever. I think certain people do, like Kenneth Owens, Ben Shapiro, Charlie did. People who would stand up and speak out on it, like, hey, this is wrong. Let's fix this.
Okay.
And that's a very touchy subject to touch, because it's like, I can't speak for Kenneth Owens. I mean, but I can speak for the other ones. They're like, well, you're white. What the fuck do you know about it?
So somebody said this to me today, that Charlie spoke black on black crime, but why didn't he speak white on white crime?
No, he would speak on all crimes. That's wrong. All crimes are wrong. He would go against the Holocaust. He was a stand up for fucking Israel. But if you look at the percentages, like in Chicago and everywhere else, I'm sorry, it's a lot of blacks killing blacks for no reason. For what? Music? For their flags? For what? Okay. For what? Why can't we all come together and like focus on family? Is what he was about, faith and family. Like, why do you got to kill somebody because they're part of another gang? Why are these young black kids killing people because of Cardi B music? Like, he spoke like that. And I don't think he's wrong on it.
Okay. Can anybody else give me a call so you can call in and explain what you mean by he didn't like black people? Simplification.
That's not true.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying you are saying that he did. Wait a minute. Are you saying that he cared for black people? I mean,
yeah, he hated evil. He wanted fathers to be fathers and have families and not run around with guns and do what Chicago's doing or Detroit or Cleveland or anywhere else. Like, he wanted evil to die is what he wanted.
Okay.
And I'm gonna jump up the line and see what they say about that.
Okay, there is a couple people that may want to call in. I know Black America said he wanted to call in. Thank you,
All right, cool.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sister.
I'm here I'm just a middle ground. I don't have a stand one way or the other. Okay.
I know. Thank you, sister.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Now we have a side. We have that side. We have that side of the you heard what he said regarding Charlie Kirk. Now I need someone who sees something different to call in. Call in and give your take on what is going on. Why do these people love Charlie so much? Or why do people hate him so much? Here we are. Hello?
From
Honeybee's Doula Services.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey.
I'm just tuning into your program, so thanks for having it.
You're welcome, honey.
But I just heard that brother talking about Charlie Kirk.
So are you for Charlie or are you against Charlie?
I hated his guts.
Oh,
I mean, I don't love my enemy.
Okay.
Why would you love your enemy?
Okay.
Why would you love someone who's called for the execution of black people this brother who called, did he hear what he said about George Floyd?
Yeah,
I mean, if you want to look at,
I'm neutral. Okay, just to get things for people to understand, I'm neutral. I never heard of anything Charlie said until this past 2 days. So I don't know anything about what he said. I didn't know the man. I seen him, of course, but I have never listened to what he had to say. So I'm listening to the people on different sides here. So he's saying he has a positive experience with Charlie. You're saying he was a racist, basically.
I mean, without a doubt. And I just, you said you heard about him in the last couple of days. I don't know how much they're scrubbing off just the vile things that he had to say about black people. I mean, it's just really, I mean, just even when you look at people who are Black people who agree with him, like Candace Owens,
right,
and other right wing Black people,
mm-hmm.
he called her all kind of bees and dogs and animals.
Really?
I mean,
Really?
it's just been, yeah. He was just a vile individual person, and you know. So I listened to the brother who was talking, and he's talking like these right wing Klansmen. Well, you never talk about Black on Black crime. For one, that's not true. I mean, has he ever heard or talked to some of the people in Chicago and all of these community groups and ministers who are out there every week trying to fight against some of the violence that's happening?
Right.
I mean, we don't want to talk about really what causes crime. When the employment numbers go up, crime goes down.
Right.
So what you have all of these people like Charlie Kirk talking about is just trying to say Black people are inherently bad because we're inferior. Not that, I don't even want to go into all the reasons why Black people are in the shape that we're in. For one, we're not in that bad of a shape because we're actually, it's amazing that we've even survived.
Here's the thing.
What this country has consistently laid on us.
Here's the thing. We always hear about the bad things. We never hear about any of the good things, and the bad things outweigh all of the good things. Isn't that how it is? Because I mean, it is what I am neutral. The next caller I would like is somebody who heard what is your name, ma'am? I'm sorry. I mean, give me
Nita. Just call me Nita.
Nita. The next caller to call up and tell me what's wrong with what Nita said. Nita says he only saw
he's a vile Nazi, Klansman, racist who died by what he believed in. He believed that people should have guns without any restrictions at all. They don't care if you're mentally insane, give you a gun. So this is what he believed in. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. And anybody that's looking up behind these white folks that are hating us are mentally ill.
Ouch.
They're mentally ill because they don't want you to exist. And you're looking up behind people who don't even want you to be on this earth. So that's it. Thank you. And I'm going to just hang up and listen. Okay. Bye, sis.
Okay. Here we are. Hello.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send.
Whoa. Did I hang up on you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hang up on you. If I hung up on you, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. If I don't mean to hang up on you. Okay, so we had 2 points of view. We had Nita and we had Jerome. I can't tell either way. I don't know either way. I mean, it's hold on a moment. Hello.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Hello. I can barely hear you at all. You're doing something.
Give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
Oh, now I hear you. We hear you now.
Yeah, I was watching the live stream and that woman had no idea what she was talking about.
Okay. I mean, what was your experience with it? What was your experience with Charlie? What was your experience?
So literally, I used to actually message this dude back and forth, and I watched every single thing that he's ever done. He's never been he's never been a racist. That's what I'm going to say. Because I'm going to put it as an unapologetic Christian.
Okay.
Everything he said was backed by evidence, like the whole patriarchy of women saying it's not their fault that they have sex. He quote unquote said that learn to control your orgasms because there's consequences. When you play that game, you get that result. And the thing with George Floyd is he said racism works both ways. He said, put it in a person's perspective. And in a way, I kind of agree with it. And I know he's going to get backlash for it. But imagine if it was a black cop doing it to a white person you could see where that comes from, right?
Where a black cop does what? I'm sorry. Explain to me again.
Like, so you know how George Floyd died, and
Yes.
he wasn't saying, like, he was blaming the police that actually did it, but he was also saying that if it was like a white person that died, they probably wouldn't have gotten a lot of respect because white people have the patriarchy, like, I guess because they're seen as like the higher man, and he was trying to say that nobody's the same because we all bleed the same.
Okay.
So for the whole thing about George Floyd, she was saying, I wanted to call because, like, he was basically making them sound like he was a terrible person when he wasn't. He was always somebody who, like, stood against, like, people who were uneducatedly wrong on certain topics. Like, like, babies deserve the same rights as adults. Like, I think abortion should have been illegal because at the same time, it's just like, why he made an excellent point. He said, why wouldn't a person get charged with a double homicide if they kill a pregnant person? I feel like that should apply as an abortion too. Like, if you want that right, if you're pregnant and you get killed, you would want that person to be charged for both bodies.
But
why
here's
wouldn't
the
it be
thing.
able to count?
But here's the thing. Everyone has to agree that it's actually a person. Everyone has to agree that it's a viable thing, and it has to be sentient when it is viable. And there's plenty weeks before it's viable. So that's the issue with that. You couldn't legally charge someone with that unless the child was sentient or viable outside of the womb. And if it's really young, it's not viable outside of the womb. And so you couldn't call that person, you couldn't say that person committed murder. I think that's the reason why. It would be only charged as something like that if the child was able to be viable outside of the womb, maybe at 6 months, but not at the beginning. No. So at least I don't think so. I'm only assuming that's why they don't charge people, because they can't.
Yeah, but the case he was making on that too is, and he's scientifically, he is correct about that. Like when you have sex with somebody, childbirth starts at conception because those are living cells that enter a person, whether a person wants to believe it or not.
But that's what I'm saying to you. I'm saying to you, it has to be an agreed upon fact. And it's not an agreed upon, but it's not an agreed upon fact all over this country. So as long as it's not an agreed upon fact, it won't go that whole particular route that you're talking about.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
It has to be a universal agreement. So back to Charlie, though. You said you had a positive experience with Charlie. I am just, as a human being, I am disheartened by this person who did not go home to his wife, who did not go home to the life that he had. That is where I am with that, right?
Yeah, when I saw what happened to him, I can't
watch that. I can't.
It made me so angry. Like, I just got filled with so much rage because his family was there. His daughter was there. His wife, we all think that she's pregnant because they just had a son, and he was like beating around the bush on Instagram that he was expecting another kid. How is she going to explain that? They're going to grow up to not know who their dad is, and how is their mom going to explain what happened to him? Like, he was somebody's son, he was somebody's friend, and he was somebody's father. Like,
because he has a legacy. He has people like you to help him live on in this world. He has people like you that will help to pass his message. It just is what it is. It won't get further. It will only get further as long as you all forget him and don't remember him. Otherwise, the message will continue, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the only way you can look at this world, that it will continue because people like you will remember him. Okay.
Yeah, and just like, it kind of made me angry too because I don't know if you saw what people were posting on social media about him. Like, they were happy that he died. Like,
I don't go on. I'm here. If I'm not doing this, I'm not on social media because I don't. It's not. I don't find it productive in my life to be on these kind of spaces. It's
Yeah,
so I don't. So if I'm not doing this, I'm not on the internet. No.
yeah. So basically, what was happening with that was people were like posting stuff, and I don't think they were posting it that they were angry at him. I think they were using him as like a way to project how angry they actually were with themselves. Because certain things, like no matter how many people want to say how they would do it, I really don't think anybody could wish death upon somebody, and definitely under that predicament. Because when the people found out, they all apologized.
Right.
But it's self-guilt that made people actually not like him for what he was. He took people's guilt and made them reflect upon it. He didn't. It's not like he gave them something new to be angry at.
Right.
He took their questions and gave them the understanding answer, whether they wanted to hear it or not. And the people who accepted it, they were kind of quiet about it. And the people that couldn't take that, they have to take accountability, because that's the biggest issue. And a lot of people, when they don't want to take it, the first thing they do is find a crutch. He was definitely like the crutch for the people who couldn't answer for their own issues.
Well, thank you for your thoughts, and the prayers are there. Hopefully we can get past this dark history in the chapter of our country. I pray that we can do that as soon as possible. I thank you for calling.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. Please call back. Subscribe. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Good night. Hello.
Call from
Black.
To accept, press 1. To send.
May Black America.
HQ, this you?
Yes, this is me.
Oh my God. What is all right. Am I on? Can people hear me?
Yes, they can hear you. Can you all hear him? Yes, they can hear you.
All right. To all my good people calling up, we don't cry for bad people. We don't cry for Hitler. We don't cry for Osama bin Laden. We don't cry for Gaddafi or anybody else that's done bad things. To hear you guys give this guy so much wiggle room, I'm gonna tell all my
I'm
white
not giving him wiggle room. I'm saying
no, HQ. I know you're a humanitarian, right? So it's a little bit different for you, because you feel like just because they're a person that they don't like, you probably don't believe in the death penalty. Do you believe in the death penalty?
No.
Exactly. So you don't count, right? So when it comes to men and men things, this is why your opinion doesn't count. When Hitler gassed all of those Jews, right, over there, and Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, and then we hit them at Hiroshima and Nagasaki with the bombs, you wouldn't have did that. We did that to stop the war.
Right.
It was horrible. Yes, it was a bad thing. But men have to do bad things to counteract bad men. I don't think these people that are calling up, they sound like good Christian white folks, right?
They're not. They weren't white folk. I think the callers that I've had have been all black.
No. I don't care what they were. Well, they sound like they're trying to be good Christians. Let me explain something to you guys.
Okay.
God killed more people than all of the world wars, than every war that's been. God had them go kill the Canaanites. We all Christians. We all grew up with this book. God had the world flooded. God burned down Sodom and Gomorrah. When people act up, God kicks people in the butt.
Okay.
So he when I heard somebody talking about, he talked about families, right? I dig it. Families are important, but it only every time he said something bad, it had to do with black people. It didn't have nothing to do with white people. It made it look like black men weren't doing their job. And he talked about fatherless homes.
Mm-hmm.
We in the black community as black men know that 54% of men have never had children. Listen to me closely, guys. If 54% of men have never had children.
Black men or just men?
Black men.
Black men.
Black men.
Okay.
Okay. If 54% of black men have never had children, it's not just, I heard him make this stat today. He said 2 out of 3. This is what I heard him say today. He said 2 out of 3 black men have children and abandon them. This is what came out of his mouth. I don't think that white people know what's racist, or you people that are calling, I don't think you know what racist. So I'm gonna give you a couple of things that let you know what's racist, okay? And HQ, I think you agree with me and say yes or no, right?
Okay.
When someone says he speaks well, is that racist, HQ?
Not in and of itself, but I understand what you're going.
When they say a black person speaks well, or he enunciates correctly, is that racist, HQ?
It might be bigoted, but not racist.
It is racist. Racist, bigot, all of those things. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. When they say you're clean, or you have nice hair, or a black person, or all of these things, or this is the best one. How about this, HQ? I have a black friend. We've all heard that. Is that racist, HQ? HQ, you give a lot. Maybe
I can understand what you're saying, but I think it may be.
No. It might be all those years of going to Catholic school. HQ, those things are racist. If you ask any other black person, and they say, "Oh, well, you speak well for a black person. Oh, you smell good."
We're going to call it racist to further your point. What is your point? What do you mean? So
my point is people. I'm from California. If you go all over the country, white people think that black people can't swim. White people think that black people like fried chicken and watermelon. There are lots of stereotypes and things that people think that are blatantly racist that don't have anything to do with being black. It has to do with being born where you're at. There's no swimming pool in the ghetto. If you're a white person, you have opportunity to go to a community pool. That's why less black people can swim.
Mm-hmm.
People don't understand these things.
But give me the reasons why. So you're saying that Charlie said these type of things, and that's why he, you say he's racist because he said these type of things?
Yes, he absolutely 100%. I seen something on Medium Man today that he showed him talking about black fathers, what Charlie Kirk was saying. Just before I came on here, I seen it. All you guys type in Charlie Kirk against a black man about fatherhood, and the black man is going to say the same thing that I said. Because it's proven by the CDC. It's proven by the CDC. Once again, I don't think people I understand fatherhood. I am a father, right? But guys, gentlemen, HQ, nobody can make a woman stay if you guys have a baby and she leaves. I'm sorry. More of us are divorced than there are married. And unfortunately, our Black women have a higher divorce rate than marriage rate. So yes, whether you have a baby in wedlock or out of wedlock, Black fathers are the most involved. I just want people to stop making brothers look bad. It looks bad.
Here's my question with a little pushback. Here's my question with a little pushback. Is it because it's embarrassing that is a stat that he used, or is there any validity to it? I'm asking you. I may know the answer, but I want to know what you think. Why did he use that? Why did he do that?
It's not embarrassing. It's untrue. It's a lie. It's like saying that Black women are the most educated. That's a lie. It's like saying Black women make more money than Black men. That's a lie. Things that are a lie that are getting pushed and everybody are holding on to.
Okay. So
a damn truck driver makes just as much or more than a woman with a master's or a PhD.
Don't bash women. Don't bash women.
I am not bashing women. What I am saying is when women get an education, our women as in our community, when women get an education, they think plumbers make $56 an hour. That like you don't. Electricians make $40-something an hour, $42 an hour. It doesn't add up. The money doesn't add up.
Yes, but but in terms of Charlie saying what he was saying
it was blatantly wrong.
He was trying to shock people into. I'm assuming he was trying to shock people. I should have really listened to the whole full context of whatever he was saying, because I had not heard.
It's called lying to make your counterparts, the other men across from you. It's called lying to make them look bad. It's player hate. It's lying. You see what I mean? And people like Candace Owens, you can't believe her husband white. What is she gonna say against another white man? You see what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, him and Candace Owens was friends. Once again, I got Black friends. I got a Black friend.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
HQ. I know you don't think that that's racist, honey, but that is blatantly racist.
Oh no. It is not. Is not. I'm not taking a stand on it either way. I want to hear other people and what other people have to say on that issue. Is that, do you have another point, or can I go to the next?
No, I don't. Yeah, okay. Go ahead. You can go. I'll go back down.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. The next person that comes up, call in. Whoever wants to call in. It is a call-in show, and we are taking calls from people who thought Charlie had a message, and we are taking calls from people who thought that they hated Charlie, or that he hated. So, hello.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
What's up, sister?
Hey.
Love that last call. Let me tell you, love that last call.
What did the last caller say that got you?
Oh, let me pick it apart in so many ways.
Okay.
Numbers don't lie. Number one, he came at you like, oh, well, you just don't have an opinion, men. But let me tell you this, numbers do not lie, right? So statistics do not lie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Prisons are filled with a lot of Black males and Black people, right? killings are done by a lot of black males. All them statistics were true that Charlie was speaking. Okay? All Charlie wanted was everybody to wake up and not do so much of that.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. And then to play the racism card, like, oh, well, Kenneth Owens. Well, Kenneth Owens and Charlie Kirk were good friends. Good friends. Kenneth Owens will say the same thing Charlie Kirk's saying. Like, racism has no part in this. Evil is evil. Why can't people see that? Why's it got to be a racist card all of a sudden? Why's it got to be, oh, well, she's married to a white man? So what? And who cares if someone's got black friends? And who really cares? I do not and will not accept his argument. His argument was complete bullshit. It's all like sub feelings, my feelings, no facts behind it. This is how I think America is. I think he wants to wake up a victim. Who wants to wake up a victim? You know what Charlie and Candace says? Don't wake up a victim. We live in a great country. Anybody can make it. Anybody can do what they want to do. We have rights and freedoms. Let's make the best out of it. Ain't that the whole thing?
So
Who
here's
wants to wake up and play victim?
So we run into people. We run into so many folks saying, "No, I don't think I want to deal with Charlie because Charlie was X, Y, and Z, and he said X, Y, and Z." So he went around stating facts about what he was doing, or facts about statistics about black people. But did he say anything about immigration? Did he say anything?
Yes, he did. He spoke about immigration crime. He spoke against all of it. Facts are facts. So he spoke against everything. It wasn't a racist thing. It wasn't a racism card. He wasn't against any group of people. He was just against what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong.
Okay.
And that's probably why he got shot over it. Martin Luther King did the same thing. You know what Martin Luther King also said? Black supremacy just as dangerous as white supremacy. No one plays victim. Like, stop that. The last caller was nothing but victim. Can't dispute. I can't. All right. Black America, why are prisons filled up with a lot of blacks? Why do families get abandoned by a lot of blacks? And white people too, don't get it wrong. This is not a racist thing with me. I'm against evil. Evil is evil. As a man, as he spoke as a man, support your family, support all your kids, go to work every day, don't end up in jail. What's so hard about that?
I understand. You all can come up on the panel. I don't mind. You can come up and I can drop the link if anybody wants to come up too. We can come up and have the phone call, and you can come up. You won't be on camera. We'll be able to hear you, but you won't be on camera. We'll be able to hear you. It'll be just like a phone call, right? So you feel he was just. So are you saying? Well, okay. So here's my thing. If this person had this message, why is it that this message was so misunderstood? If he had this good message, why did people misunderstand the message?
Because they say like the hardest part of life is looking at yourself, right? Looking at yourself, looking at what's going on and really accepting what's going on. And instead of like claiming a blame card, change the statistics, change the numbers. Why can't a community change the numbers?
Right.
Like, why does it gotta be that? Like, the hardest part is looking at yourself in the mirror.
Okay. I mean, I just see they're coming up and they're saying X, Y, and Z. So, okay. So we have these different views of Charlie. We have these different views of Charlie. I haven't ran across anything. So Twisted by who didn't like it. Oh, we understand that this is the forum. Say what you felt he did for you. So give me a positive thing going out the door.
Okay, the positive.
What was his message?
Yes.
What would be his message if he had a message? What would be his message?
Stay strong with your family. Love the country you live in. Do the best you can to succeed. That was his message.
Okay.
What? I don't understand the difference of, oh, he's racist, he's this, he's that. He hated black people. No, he did not. Not at all. Hans Owens would speak the same thing he's saying. Ben Shapiro, anybody that Martin Luther King would say the same thing he's saying. So what's the problem?
Okay. I hear you. And I thank you. Thank you very much for the phone call again.
I'm sorry, it's my fourth time on here. I know. I'm like, I don't want to hog the line. I love this debate. This is great. This is what America needs. This is what Charlie stood for.
But
by the way, guys,
you could,
this is what he stood for.
You could either come up on the panel. You won't be on the panel. They won't be able to see you. They'll just be able to hear your voice.
I would love to be on a panel, and we can debate whatever they want to debate.
I mean,
the fact is, good versus evil.
If Black America could come up on the panel, anybody can come up on the panel, and talk however they want. They just won't be on camera because I don't know how to work that very well. But I do know how to work the phone. So thank you very much for calling. Let me get the next caller, sir. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sister.
All right.
Call from
Ray Baker.
To accept, press 1.
Ray?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you, and how did Charlie affect you, or what do you have to say about the previous callers?
So yeah, I think we need to just take things back to the basics. Okay. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had the right to speak however he felt, whether we agreed with it or disagree with it.
Right.
So as far as life goes, just the basics, I don't agree with what happened to him at all. He had the right to believe whatever he wanted to believe and stand on it. And from that aspect, I respect him as a man.
Right. Okay.
There's a lot of things I disagree with. The last caller said that numbers don't lie, and he's right.
Mm-hmm.
Numbers don't lie if they're real numbers.
Oh.
But when numbers are based on opinion and not fact, then you can believe the opinion of a number and be inaccurate. So there's a lot of disagreements I had with Charlie's stance.
Okay. So you think that the statistics that Charlie was using were, I wouldn't say fudged. What would you say?
Partial truths. So like, for instance, the best lie has truth in it. That's the most believable lie, correct? So if I say you have on a yellow shirt, that may be correct.
Mm-hmm.
But if I say, hey, she had on this yellow shirt and she was over here saying this, that, and the third, the first thing people are going to say, well, she did have that shirt on. She does wear glasses. She did have a braid. So he must have seen her do this. But the last part might not be true.
Mm.
And if I believe it without fact checking it thoroughly through multiple channels instead of one, the census is right from the caller before last. 54% of Black men do not have children.
Mm-hmm.
30% of the so if you take 100%, 54% of Black men don't have children. 30 of that 100% are married with their family. Mm-hmm. So only 16% of Black men are impregnating 80 to 90% of our Black women. This is a problem for us as a community. So I don't disagree that us as melanated people, because I hate the word Black, we're melanated, we come in all shades. We're not Black. Black is not a person or a race.
Right.
So, but we're melanated people.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, and my perspective on it is, the last two callers, both are right and both are wrong. We get so caught up in pride that we don't realize, hey, we do have an issue. And though it may not have started with us, it is being perpetuated by us. That's where I can relate to Charlie's message. We do have to fix our own mess.
Okay.
We have to stop looking for someone to fix us when we have to fix us, because you can't do it. No matter how much you love a drug addict, you can't stop them from using drugs. They have to want to.
Mm.
They may have not been the ones to introduce themselves to the drug. There are some cases where children are forced to do drugs by their parents.
Mm.
But once they become an adult, they have to seek out the help and put in the work to get clean. we have been addicted to things that's destroying our nucleus family,
So
where there's no father, mother, and family.
So are you saying these were things that were pointed out by Charlie? And
yes, but from unrealistic numbers. When the guy says there's 13% of black people in America make up over 40+% in prison, that is a true number. But the reason why it's like that is a different ball game, right? Because did you know that 90% of a lot of convicted felons could beat their case if they could take it to trial? 90%, 95%. These are real numbers, right? So you're right that we make up a lot, but everybody that's in jail is not guilty. So look at how many people are coming out of jail after 30, 40 years, and they find out that these people were falsely accused. So you have to dig deeper into those numbers and not get caught up in the back and forth in the argument, because it's like a magic trick, right? If I can get you to be distracted here, you don't see what I'm doing on the other side. Look at how much division this is causing in a place where every man, black, white, Hispanic, it doesn't matter, want life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. They want the basic necessities. I want to be able to build a life for me and my family. And what happens is we get caught up in something that was created to separate us. If we go back and look at history, and this is why we don't study enough. We go back and look at history. I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, it's either in the 1400s or 1600s. I think it was like 1662 in the northern states. There was northern states that everyone was united. And because everyone was united in those states, I mean of all nationalities, the government could not control the people. So the government had to devise a plan to create race. And when they created race, they said, hey, if that black man gets your job, you can't feed your family. Well, what's the basic needs? Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. I want to be able to take care of my family. And so they created division so that the small few could control the majority. And it's the same play out of the same playbook. Because contrary to what the last caller said, there was a white man who supposedly shot Charlie. You get what I'm saying? There was a white man who supposedly killed JFK. But we know that now with all the information coming out, it was our government. So could it be that our government wants to continue to divide us amongst simple arguments and get us away from the basics? He was a man, he was a husband, he was a father. That's all that should matter. He does not have to agree with me, and I do not have to agree with him, but I have to respect him as a man, just like I would want respect from me. Now, we can debate with differences of opinion, but I don't think his life and his stance on how he viewed things in life make his life less valuable.
Okay.
Nor does it make my life less valuable. We need to get away from the argument. That's creating more division. And we're in a place right now where we're on the brink of civil war and destruction, just like Rome. So we got to get away from he didn't like black people. I don't care if he liked black people or not. That is his choice. I don't have to like anything I don't like. But if you look at it from the perspective of, was he a man? Yes. Was he a husband? Yes. Was he a father? Yes. Did he love what he believed in? Yes. Do you love what you believe in? Yes. Are you a man? Yes. So from that place, can we respect his life?
Right.
That's it.
Right.
All of the other stuff, whoever killed them, they deserved the highest punishment of law, because they took away a life that he was not being violent, no matter what he believed. Because we get the bad end of the stick when they talk about the Black Panther Party. So we have to do is we have to stand on truth, and we have to debate the truth. That's how we were able to do the things we're doing now. It's because the people before us, they debated and showed people, hey, you're not right about this. Malcolm X did it. Fran Hampton did it. Martin Luther King did it. These people became great people because they stood on truth and they opposed the truth. That's the only thing we can do. But I don't have to hate you from opposing you. I don't have to do that.
Well, I thank you. Thank you for the message. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for calling. Hello, the phone lines are open, 470-400-5959. For anyone who wants to call in and speak about Charlie and Charlie's message, or Ty Robinson, however you want to speak, whatever subject. The subject is on the thumbnail. You want to speak on the subject, please. Okay. This is what we're doing. And Charlie deserved to go home to his family, but unfortunately that was not what the plan was. He was loved by some and hated by others. We don't judge over here. We don't have a negative feeling about Charlie at all. I don't know Charlie. And apparently I'm not going to get to know Charlie as a human being because only in videos, and I'm not really a fan of looking at videos and doing that kind of thing. So I'm not an internet junkie. I am a person that lives within the moment of seeing a person and what that person presents. And maybe I'll have a different opinion of Charlie tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a different. Nobody has convinced me to jump on the board. Nobody has convinced me to jump off the board. I'm either way. He's a human being, and that's the way I looked at it. He was a human being. So let me leave this there. Hold on. Let me put this back. Don't you call in here, and I just took off the phone because I went back to the video. Okay.
You are gay, LMAO.
This is a lot to take in and understand, but let me try to break it down for you because for me, it was a lot to take in as well. So the first one is notice his bulge, OWO, what's this? Now, this is a reference to a meme on the internet, and the account Know Your Meme on X put this out saying that this was the original post that this reference is known for that then went viral. And this group, Know Your Meme, explained what it actually means. Now, for our purposes, I'll say this. It is used on the internet to troll people and make fun of people, part of the furry and anime community. And also for our purposes, this just really shows that Robinson was into the deep corners of the internet and spent a lot of time online. Now, the next casing allegedly read, "Hey, fascist, catch this." And it was followed with an up arrow symbol, a right arrow symbol, and 3 down arrow symbols. Now, those arrows could be associated to a video game. It's what you would reportedly use to have some sort of combination in a game that's called Helldivers 2, which is a third-person shooter video game that was released last year. And again, this is another example that Tyler Robinson just spent a lot of time online and glued to screens. Right. Another unfired casing reportedly said something that plays into the politics potentially behind this motivation. Oh, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Ciao, Ciao. Those are lyrics to a song that was sung by members of the Italian resistance who fought against occupying Nazi forces during World War II in the United States.
Jerry. Hold on. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, let's change the conversation on this.
Right.
Let's be honest. Like, we can stop the statistics. Like, I mean, Charlie Kirk's message was on, families doing better. But what I'm starting to see is, like, I really think that, like, just like that video said, the dark corners of the internet.
Right.
The internet. If you watch so many horror movies or watch so much Reddit posts and you start to build a hatred for something, there's something like mentally wrong there, right? So my thing is, like, the internet is so much disinformation is off of It all comes from the internet. And then like good prominent men who are saying to change things get shot over dark corners of the internet, right?
Right.
Over too many hate groups, too many people agreeing with people that are just on some nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's where like facts come in. Like I heard a couple of callers come in where their facts are just completely like screwed. You could tell it comes from the internet.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell it comes from like they're not reading books, facts, nothing. They're just going off of TikTok and what people are saying.
Right.
And they're just like running with it.
Right.
And like,
but see, that's the issue with the internet. That's the issue with the internet. We get our information from the internet. A lot of people get their information from the internet, and there's nothing wrong with that. Only if you're not fact checking the things that you hear and the things that you listen to. You have to fact check a lot of things. You can't just accept and someone says it and it's the truth. That's not how it works. For me, that's not how it works. You could say X, Y, and Z. You could say 54% of men don't have kids. I'm not going to believe you until I do research. I'm just that type person. I check 4 or 5 sets, 4 or 5 areas before I say, okay, well then I believe that. So I never go by one set of facts. I can listen to, I don't know, Fox News, and they'll say something. I won't believe them until I go over and I hear it from CNN, or I go over and I hear it from something online.
Exactly. So exactly. You know when people are not doing what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
They just take word verbatim and go with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a huge problem.
Yes.
Like, when I speak, like, all right, the statistics I was doing, you can look at any statistic chart,
mm-hmm.
and it's going to show.
Right.
But the fact is, like, a lot of people don't do that. They won't take the time. They'll just listen. It's like going to church. You want to listen to your pastor on how God wants you to be.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, did you read the Bible? Right. Do you know what the 1911 version says?
Mm-hmm.
No, they're just going off of what some white guy in the pulpit saying, or whatever church, they're just going off whatever somebody's saying.
Mm-hmm.
And it's people they want to, I think the internet caused like a lot of like people absorbing information,
right,
but don't want to take the time to fact check things.
Right.
People like Charlie would give you information. He fact checks. He would give you the statistics from the brand or where it came from,
mm-hmm.
and it's right. That's why he was like undebatable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're going to be undebatable, just do a little bit of research. Don't just listen to somebody saying what. Don't listen to me and you. Actually, click off us, go on the computer,
mm-hmm.
use the computer for the right thing,
right,
and look it up.
Right. You just look up the facts. Look up the facts. You just got to look up the facts. And if those facts are X, Y, and Z, but you also have to have discernment. You also have to be able to put these facts into context, because I could be telling you X, I could be telling you 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm really trying to get to 10. You think I'm just saying 1, 2, 3, 4, but I'm really trying to get around you to get to 10. So you really have to be able to discern why people are telling you what they're telling you, why people are saying the things that they're telling you. You also need to know that, right? And my understanding is we got a lot of people that are on the internet that say a lot of things, and people take this fact.
Yeah, they take it out their neck. Like, let's treat the internet like a pastor. Like, actually, like, go to the Bible, look it up. Go to the statistics, look it up. Actually, look it up.
Right.
Knowledge is power.
Yes. Because you have
all the greats said that.
Right.
Knowledge is power. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. They done shot the white Malcolm X. Like, knowledge is power. Like,
he said, Black America on your neck tonight. What's going on? What's going on? I mean, Black America, you don't know how to come on the panel. You can come up on the panel and you can hear him. He can hear you too, I think. I'm not sure.
I would love to debate him, but your last caller before me, the other caller, like, the guy. I felt him. Like
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot his. Yeah, the one who just left. The one who. Okay.
Yeah, he stood on his 10 toes, and he wasn't like Black America just spewing racist cards and victimization and all kinds of things. Like he actually, like, I have so much respect for him. Like, amen to you, brother. Like, yeah, absolutely.
Black America, you can come on. You can come on the panel. I mean, the panel is easy. You can, if you want to come on the panel, that's fine. Oh shit, I'm talking about come on the panel and ain't dropped no link, ain't did nothing. I'm goofy. I am so sorry. Here's the link. If people want to come up, you won't be on camera because I don't know how to put you on this little screen and still have the phone call and all of that. So you can.
I don't care about the screen, but I care about the voice, and I'm speaking for Charlie because we all gonna speak for Charlie and what he stood for.
Mm-hmm.
Black America, don't hate me. I don't hate you. I got nothing but love for you, brother. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm gonna let that know now. But we can go fact for fact if you want. But I love you. Like,
if he can make it up on the panel, do you know how to make it up on the panel?
Actually, no. I'm dumb to it, so I'm gonna try to figure it out.
I mean, you got to stop doing this vertical. He said, I got to stop doing this vertical. Now, wait a minute. I think you got to go to the regular StreamYard, not, you got to go to not the creator StreamYard, but the regular StreamYard. I think it's something like that, right? I don't know. I figured it out somehow one day when I was trying to get online and I was on my phone and they were in vertical and I couldn't figure it out. Yeah. So I mean, Charlie, he went all across country to the campuses, but see, he did say some controversial things. Well,
yeah, it goes to the same thing I'm saying. You gotta look yourself in the mirror.
Right. No, not about people, but about things. He
you gotta look things in the mirror.
But what did you think about him saying? Wait a minute, what was that one thing? He said, there's no, oh yeah, that's right. I saw this today. He said, there's no such thing as white privilege.
I mean, is there?
I don't know.
If I commit the same crime that my brother does, do I not go to jail?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a white guy from Cleveland. Saw all kinds of white guys do the same thing and get caught. Like, there is no white privilege. I don't believe in it. No, he's absolutely correct. Where's the white privilege?
Michael, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear him? Can you hear him from the phone? Can you hear the phone?
Yeah, I can hear the person talking on the phone.
And they can hear you. You can hear him too.
I don't know if he can hear me.
Okay, yeah, he can hear you too. You can hear him?
I can hear him.
No.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. Okay. Here we go.
What's good, Mama?
Can you drop down off the phone and then come on the panel?
Yeah, let me try. I don't.
Okay, try. Okay.
All right, try. Just walk me through it if I can.
Yeah, don't ask me to walk you through it. I don't know how to walk you through it. I know you got to go to a regular StreamYard, not a Does anybody know how to get him there? What does he
The
need?
link. The
Just
link
click
in the
the
chat.
link.
Yeah, just click the link in the YouTube chat.
Click the link in the YouTube chat.
Yeah.
If you're on the phone. If you're on the phone.
Yeah.
Click the link in the YouTube chat. Black America keeps saying he can't do it. He's on his phone. What does he need to do when he's on his phone?
Get a computer.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I haven't done StreamYard on the phone. I'm not sure.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't either. Hello. What can I help you with, Michael? Are you still there, or you? Oh, he dropped. Michael.
What the hell?
Hey, how's it going?
What do you have to say about Charlie? I'm a brand new person.
Well, I see the title. The title is Nick Fuentes, the founder of the Groypers.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted your opinion. I mean, are you in the discussion of Nick Fuentes or what's?
Yeah,
what's
I mean,
that?
Nick Fuentes. Yeah, yes. The title has his name in it. That's fine. You all can hear the phone call, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Hello.
From
Black.
Oh, here's Black America. Yes, Black America.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So
Was good. Was good.
Can the other gentleman hear me?
I don't know if he can hear us.
No.
Can he hear us?
Yeah, we can
Can
hear
you hear?
you.
Can you, Black America? Can you hear the panel?
Nobody said anything. I can't hear anything from them.
Yeah, see, I don't think he can hear us.
Oh, okay. I don't know how that works. Okay. So you don't know how to figure out how to come on the panel? You can't figure out how to come on?
No.
Okay.
That's because we old, HQ. This technology is for these young people.
Okay.
That's
Okay. Why y'all come up here and insult me? No, not everybody. Just you, Black. So what do you have to say on the subject again, sir? What's going on?
So I heard the one man say that prisons are full of black people, and I hope that gentleman is still in here.
He's coming up on the panel.
Okay, good. There are 1.9 million people in prison total, all across the United States.
Okay.
These are facts. Okay. Nothing I said has to do anything with feelings. You know me, HQ. I don't have no feelings.
Okay.
1.9 million people total, all across America. Men, women, and children.
Mm-hmm.
There are 700,000
There's no children in prison.
Men, women, and children that are black that are in prison. These prisons aren't just filled up just with black people. You see, that's the type of rhetoric that I'm talking about. Anybody, these things are easy to look up. These things, go on Bureau of BOP, Bureau of Prisons. These things are easy to look up. But these people that don't know, right? And then he was saying, well, Charlie was saying something. So you think that Charlie was saying something makes it right? Come on, brother. You just because Charlie said something doesn't make it right.
Okay.
Damn right.
So,
You gotta figure out how to come on the panel because everybody else came on the panel and we waiting for you to come to the panel.
Yeah, get your bitch ass on the panel.
I'm trying to go back out and
try
it
again. Wait a minute. Does anybody know how to exactly do that? I think you go out and don't go to the creator StreamYard, but you go to like a regular StreamYard. You got to type in StreamYard.com, and then you got to type this number in there. Type this code in there.
No, I don't know why YouTube, those two dudes could hear each other, but I can't hear them. Like if they're saying something, I don't even know.
So he needs to have the YouTube page, your YouTube page up. Okay,
you have to have my YouTube page up.
On the live, and go into the live chat, and then click on the StreamYard link that's in the chat.
Click on the StreamYard link that's in the chat, Black America.
Yes.
The StreamYard link.
I did, and every time I do that, it's just the link comes up to the bottom of my phone, but nothing else comes up after that.
Oh my
did y'all hear him?
Yeah. Ask him if he has.
Nothing else comes up.
Has an Obama phone
on there.
Does he have an Obama phone?
No. I think you gotta go all the way out, and then you gotta come back to my page. I'm not sure because I don't know how to do it unless I'm at my phone and I can't do it. But I know you can do. You just try to do what you did last.
Well, go ahead. I'll just.
Does he not have a computer? Does he not have a computer?
He's not on the computer. He's on the phone. He's on the phone.
Yeah, I just want people to actually, when they make statements or comments, make sure that it's true. Like, fact check it in real time if there's any doubt about it. You know what I mean? So that we get these things so that it's true. That's all I want.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. Thank you, sir.
That's actually facts. Yeah, that's actually facts.
Preach.
Yeah, actually, that last statement by Black America, that's actually facts. You see on Twitter. On Twitter, you're starting to see a lot of false information being spread by the leftists, the left media, saying that Nick Fuentes and the Groypers, the shooter was a Groyper, is just a complete total lie.
So what? So the shooter was not a lefty. What was he? A righty?
No. He was a lefty. But you're seeing on Twitter, they're saying that the shooter was a Groyper.
So why did the FBI say he was a Groyper?
The FBI didn't say he was a Groyper.
Who said that? I know that I saw a police. I know I saw.
The FBI didn't say he was a Groyper.
Where did that come from? That he was
it's just lies.
Yeah,
oh,
this is
no,
what I'm saying.
I know what it was.
It's
I know what it was. It was the roommate that he lived with that said he was spinning, and the websites that he was frequenting were a part of the Groyper group.
No, I don't know where.
That's incorrect. That's incorrect.
I'm not sure where you heard that from, but that's also it's
Okay.
false information.
You guys give me Michael, you give me your thoughts on Charlie. What was Charlie doing?
Charlie Kirk. I mean, Charlie, he was a good guy. He was Christian. He didn't deserve to die. No one deserves to die. No one deserves to die, especially for their opinion.
Absolutely.
I didn't totally agree with him on some of his politics. I do consider myself a Groyper. I stand behind Nick. I am a Groyper. Yep, I am a Groyper. I am behind Nick Fuentes 100%.
We will kill, rape, and die for Nicholas J. Fuentes.
Ouch! Don't burn me up on the channel.
Yeah, come on, Breakfast. What are you doing, bro?
Don't burn me up on the channel now. Jesus. I don't know how this shit works, but I know how to burn me up. So
God,
I mean, I've listened to Nick Fuentes.
Yeah,
he doesn't bother me. He's a straightforward.
He's a good guy.
Right.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's Catholic. He's Catholic. We're all we're Catholic.
Right. So what did you think, T? What did you think, T? Did you think when this person came out and they said, okay, he shot Charlie, nobody has come up with the reason why? Nobody can say anything about what is going on. I mean, this is not random. We know it's not random. What the hell went on?
Well, I think it's just leftists have gone out of control, and they see Charlie as like Hitler 2.0 or something, because they were stupid, but like he's not really Hitler. He's like,
okay, so answer me this: why is it that white folks didn't like Charlie?
I don't see
leftists, just liberals.
Yeah, just maybe like white leftists.
Like white leftists. Yeah, I mean, they're not fully there in the head. I mean, look at the shooter. His roommate was a tranny. What's that tell you? He's obviously sick in the head.
I did not know that until today.
Yeah.
I mean,
there you go.
Wow.
His roommate. Yeah, he was in a relationship with his roommate that is a tranny.
Do they have pictures of this person? They got pictures?
So the pictures are out there.
Oh, wow.
Pictures are out there on Twitter, yeah.
Okay. So there was some issues going on anyway.
Yes.
With this person.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so Charlie was just doing what Charlie does, and he goes to the campuses and he talks to young people, Christian values, straightening up your life, doing what you need with your life. And this person, how did the person just say, one day I'm just going to go and do what I do? What is wrong? What the hell is going on?
They're sick in the head. They're sick in the head. They, I don't know what else. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, these people need. This is what happens. This is what happens with people when they get. They go online.
Do you think this is one of the worst things that happened to us, or is it a good thing? The internet, because it does radicalize a lot of people. What do you think?
No, I mean it wouldn't be a good thing. I mean, someone lost, someone lost their life. A child lost their father, a wife lost their husband. It's definitely not a good thing. Yeah, it's definitely not a good.
When I go over to that Twitter thing, them people, those people scare me over there. And I may go dip in the pool and then come out, but I don't go over there and do too much of. It's like it's too much. I'm not understanding you're bombarded with all of that negativity, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And this young man probably was over there doing that, absorbing all of this stuff, and then he just focused on Charlie. I mean, because you have to be kind of goofy in the head anyway to decide that you're going to take a gun and then take somebody out. You got to be a little on the fruit.
Well, that's how these far leftist people are, especially that associate themselves with Antifa. I mean, that's what they're like. They want people like Charlie Kirk dead. They want chaos. I mean, you saw it. Someone spray painted at a Seattle campus. Kill all Charlie Kirks. Kill all Charlie Kirks. That's what they want. They want us dead.
See, I believe in the free speech. You have a right to say it. You have a right to say it, but you cannot decide what consequences come with that. But you have a right to say what you want to say. And I believe he had the right to say what he wanted to say. He did not deserve not to go home. He should have went home with his family. That is it. That is all. That is my stand, because he was a family man. I cannot take that away from him. I cannot take anything away from the person. He was a decent person to that particular family. He didn't deserve what happened. I will stand on that 10 toes, regardless of whatever he said. As I was telling everyone here, I've never heard of Charlie. I heard of Charlie Kirk before he got shot. I just never listened to any of his content because I'm not online like that. I'm mostly posting videos and then I go offline. I really don't associate or go and do these kind of things here. So I didn't know what his platform was or anything else. I only got snippets of it for the past 2 days, and I deliberately have not delved into it because it's a tragedy.
Yeah.
I don't, it's too much of a tragedy for me. I cannot dig into that because then I'd be bawling. I'd just be crying, and I can't do that. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not ashamed to admit I did my crying. It's sad. It's sad. Right. At the end of the day, a Christian lost his life.
Yes.
A good person lost their life for what?
For what we hopefully the young man can explain himself, because he destroyed not only his life, he destroyed his family's life. He destroyed plenty of people's lives, and that's the sad situation. Hold on a moment, guys.
Phone.
Jerry.
To accept.
Jerry.
Hello.
How do I join it?
Jerry, I am a jackass. I don't know how to do that join thing. I can't. Don't ask me. I go to the StreamYard, figure some shit out. I don't know.
I did the StreamYard.
I just know to drop the link. I dropped the link, and I hope somebody can get the link and figure it out. I don't know women. You dropped it. I know when I did it, I had to copy and paste it. I went to StreamYard, and instead of StreamYard, it'll come up and it'll say something with. When I go to my phone, let me see. When I go to my phone and I type it, hold on, let me do this. Because I know it was weird the way I figured out how to get into it.
Is Jerry Black America? Is that the same person?
Oh, I have no idea. Let me see.
All right, I'm gonna keep on trying this. Go ahead.
Wait a minute. As soon as I figure it out, I will let you know how to do it. But I don't know how to do it. I will say it out loud. I don't know how. I
don't know. I've never done StreamYard.
Did you all just click the link and come in?
Yeah, on
Yeah.
computer. Yeah, yeah,
See,
on computer. Yeah,
because I'm on the computer. Since I'm
yeah,
on the computer, that's the way it should be. But if you're on the phone, it's a different thing. So I
yeah.
think it's wait a minute. And see, I'm so weird. I don't even know how to work this doggone iPhone. How do I get this stuff from stop scrolling up? How do I get out of that? I don't know how to get out of that.
Oh
Leave me
dear.
alone. Leave me
Someone help mom out.
alone. Leave me alone. I'm too old to figure that stuff out. T, what is your thoughts on Charlie and why they have such hate and vitriol for Charlie?
Well, I think they just hated him because he was anti-abortion and anti-transgender.
That's not the most of the country. I mean, a significant portion of the country feels that way. There was no reason not to hate the man. You know what I mean?
They see him like as they see him as like the figurehead of right-wingism.
Do you think he would have ran for president?
Yeah, I don't see why not. They probably thought he'd be like a successful candidate.
Hello, Ray.
Hey, listen, I'm calling back, and I can only hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I can only hear you, but I have been listening, and so I don't think I can stress this enough. A lot of times we can study history, and I hope the guys can hear me, even though I can't hear them. The point I'm about to make is, if we study history, a lot of times they use people who are sick in the head as a scapegoat. But on the Patrick Bet-David show, Valuetainment, they showed footage of two military people that were supposed to be Charlie's security giving signals. Military.
Well, Patrick Bet-David is a Jew. Patrick Bet-David is a Jew.
To either let them know to take the shot or to let them know that there was someone, a sniper available.
You talking about a whole new theory?
Yeah,
right?
it's
No. This is footage. So I'm not going off theory. The only theory is, and here's what we have to use process of elimination and critical thinking. And that's something that's lacking in our education. And all of these things are tied together, but they're separate issues.
So I don't understand. I'm not insulting anybody. Why every person that came up here to insult me? What's going on?
Man, what the hell?
Oh no, I'm never going to insult you. Never.
Okay, hold on.
I have too much respect.
This is how I think you all may be able to join the live. When I went into my phone, it says join a studio. And then you have to type in the StreamYard link into that bar right below the words "join a studio."
Yeah, that's how you do it.
That's not an option for some of us. So I'm working, but I'm literally on my phone. I deliver, right? So on my phone, that link doesn't work. I've pressed it 1,000 times.
No.
I'm inside of the chat.
No. I'm saying you have to pull StreamYard up on your phone where it says join a studio with StreamYard, not the regular StreamYard. It's going to say join the StreamYard. You have to open up another new StreamYard, not the one that you have on your phone that lets you into something else. You understand what I'm saying? It's two different
Okay.
Was he got an Android or something?
So we don't click the link inside of your StreamYard that we're currently watching.
Yes, you have to copy and paste that and put it into a different StreamYard on your cell phone. If you're on the computer, you can click the link. But if you're on a cell phone, you have to download a different StreamYard that says join a studio and then copy and paste the link.
Yep.
You got it?
So I'm not gonna even lie to you. I'm not gonna. I won't have enough. I won't be able to do that while right now I'm working.
He got that. He got that Obama.
I mean, because I like what's going on.
Okay.
So I think we have to stop for a second. We keep taking surface level bait. This is a deeper thing. Okay. There's powers behind everything to create division. It has always been. So we got to stop trusting the FBI. We have to stop trusting the CIA, because history always lets us know we're always on the wrong side of it. The CIA comes out, they created the war with Vietnam, saying they also helped promote the war in Afghanistan. To come to find out, they were after oil and poppy plants, to come back and to drug up this country to control it. So stop thinking about the guy who was messed up, right? Because he wasn't raised in the military. So if you have two guys standing beside Charlie, go back onto Valuetainment, they can find it, and look at the two military guys communicating with military hand signals. Now, here's my question. This is process of elimination and critical thinking. If these two guys were actually there to protect Charlie, and they went back, Patrick Bet-David shows what those signals mean. Shooter is good, green light to shoot all
Yeah,
of
but
this.
Patrick Bet-David's a
Why
Jew.
didn't they go and protect him instead of sitting there having this conversation? And right after they use these signals like a baseball player does when he wants the pitcher to do a certain thing or the batter to do a certain thing, why right after that Charlie gets shot?
I could answer that. I could answer that for you.
We accept what they give us because we're looking for an answer.
Okay, we got it. We got an answer. What kind of answer would you give him?
Oh, I just tell him that Patrick Bet-David is a dumb Jew, and anything he says is retarded, so you shouldn't listen to him.
Ouch, little hat, not dude.
Sorry, little hat.
Little hat. Jesus, yeah. Jesus, you say little hat here. So I mean, he was a little hat, and you can't trust what he says, according to
you can't trust nothing he says.
He was a little hat, and you can't trust what he says.
Yes.
You're talking about the shooter?
No, you're talking
Patrick Bet-David.
Patrick Davis person. A little hat.
He's a little hat.
Yeah.
And you can't trust what he says. I'm not trusting what the video footage. Go back and look at it. I have 8 people in the military who I spoke with before I even listen, look, it's easy for us to not want to believe something. And it's also easy for us to believe something if it goes with the narrative that we believe. But we become our greatest selves when we allow ourselves to be challenged.
Okay. All right. I got to hang up from you now because we can't hear you. Only person that can hear you is me, but they can hear me, but they can't hear you. Something is.
Oh, well, I thought everybody could hear me because when I was listening.
You're just talking to me.
I can hear him. Well, we can hear him.
Oh, they can hear. They can hear.
Yeah, no, we can hear him. Yeah, we can hear him.
Yeah.
He can't hear
I'm
us.
the only one that can't hear everybody.
Yeah, okay, you can't hear them. Okay, that's right.
And I don't have an issue with that, you know. But my thing, like I've been like, look, man, history can show us. They said Henry Lee Oswald is the one that killed JFK. We found out that was a lie, right? If you study history that they don't teach, we said that Martin Luther King was shot.
Jews killed. I mean, the little hats
that
killed.
was a lie. Martin Luther King was still alive inside of a hospital room where he was killed by police officers. This is facts.
What?
It's no longer a debate. Yes, but if you don't know the information, you're only going to believe what you heard. This is facts. And here's why they had to kill Martin Luther King. Because Martin Luther King said, I realized I have taken my people into a burning building. And this is what I mean. He was fighting so much to bus boycott, to sit on white people's bus. And I don't have a problem with white people. That's not my issue. But we had black-owned businesses. We had black bus owners. We had black restaurants. Whenever you stop supporting the black restaurant to go to the white restaurant, what happens to the black-owned business? It fails.
Oh, fails. Okay.
So when it failed, because we're not shopping because those same black businesses were the people funding Martin Luther King's campaign. You strip away the financial power. Okay. You financially castrate the people. And he realized it at the end. And before he could say, listen, instead of doing all of these things, let's do what the Asians did. And let's put laws in place that protects the people. We had started integrating and they killed him. Because in the integration, we lost financial stability. because we lost our own. This is bad. But if you like everybody keeps saying, if we don't study and fact check, I do that, right? But I'm not upset and angry and saying, "Oh, racist this, racist that," because I realize we have to fix the problem,
Right.
right? And until we fix the problem and force people to respect us as people by respecting ourselves first,
right?
No one is never gonna matter if a person's racist or not.
Thank you.
So
thank you.
And let me say this last thing.
Okay.
We keep
Land the
looking at
plane.
branches. Listen, we got to get to the root.
Yes.
If you let a tree grow up too big in your yard and the leaves are causing your roof to rot, you can't keep cutting the branches off because the root system is going to destroy the pipes and everything. We have to look at the root cause of these things.
Right.
We keep arguing about branches.
Right.
You got to root the Jews out.
And that's my take of it.
Thank you very much.
The little hats. The little hats. The little hats.
The little hats. The little hats.
Little hats.
Final thought, sir. Final thought. What do you think about what he said about the David guy? You can't trust with the David guy. You can't trust with the David guy.
Yeah, you can't trust it. Nah, David guy's stupid. He's a dumb.
I got to go back and look at that video. I'm gonna go back and look at the video because
I know what he's talking about. But do you think like professional do you think they would have to stand next to Charlie Kirk to give a signal on when to take the shot? It doesn't make sense. His whole thing just doesn't make sense. It's really stupid when you think about it.
Right. I mean, the whole thing is senseless. The whole thing was dumb. You know what? I'm bound to not even. I gotta believe what the FBI said, that this is the guy who did it. You gotta believe what he says, what they say.
That's the thing. I mean, there's still so much information that we don't know yet. There's still so much information that we don't know yet, and I think it's a bit disrespectful for Charlie's sake to start jumping on all these conspiracy theories.
Right.
I think we need to. This guy that just called. He wants to talk about facts. We don't even have all the facts yet.
Right.
It's still an ongoing case. We don't know everything yet.
See, I'm not even bound to believe that maybe this boy didn't do this by himself. It could have been.
Yeah. We don't know.
So
we don't know.
He's 22 years old. You're 22 years old, and you make history like that for this, and nobody knew about it. Nobody had any idea. Not even the person that you live with. I mean, they didn't have any idea you were planning to do this. Nobody.
Yeah. Supposedly, yeah. It doesn't. Yeah, supposedly his transgender partner had no idea that he was going to do this, which I think is BS.
Right.
But there has been.
My last question to you.
Yeah.
Would you think anything foreign could be involved with this?
I mean, there's always the possibility of Israel, yeah, of course, because they're always. I mean, look at 9/11. They did 9/11. Israel's always. I mean, they're always up to no good, and yeah.
It could have been. It could.
The chances are there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting for something else. This is just too easy. It just seems like it's too easy. Like maybe it's more than just him behind this whole thing. But I appreciate you two coming up.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us.
Know each other. You two must know each other because you two seem to be kind of goofy together or whatever. But
we're just a pair of goofy goobers.
I appreciate you guys coming up. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for having us. Have a good night.
Please come back.
God bless. Thank you.
Thank you. So this is our talk about Charlie and circumstances. Hold on a moment. Hold on.
From
Bob's Burgers.
To accept, press 1. To send.
Bob. Hello? Bob? Wait a minute. Did you disappear, Bob? I'm gonna hang up and then call back, okay? Because I can't. I'm not getting you at all. So this is, you never know. The world is full of people who loved Charlie. The world is full of people who hated Charlie. The whole point is, both of them can be right at the same time. Both of them could be right at the same time, right? I'm not saying he has a trans partner. I'm saying I didn't even know that there was such thing as the trans partner until earlier today. Somebody said, oh, he has a transgender roommate. But does that mean he was dating a transgender roommate? Or does that just mean he had a roommate that was transgender? We don't know. Nobody said anything. We don't know. Here, I'm going back to my video to finish the video off, okay? But we don't know. We don't know what's going on because nobody has told us anything.
United States, it's become a rallying cry for anti-fascist groups, which often sing that song during protests. Now, the last unfired casing allegedly read, "If you read this, you are gay, LMAO." These casings are key pieces of evidence in proving that this was an alleged politically motivated attack beyond the fact that Charlie Kirk was a political figure speaking at a political event. Now, speaking of internet activity,
Timothy, I say that all the time.
The investigators also say during this investigation, they found
you all please do me a favor. Please subscribe to the channel for more content. I like to do these late night lives, and actually talk to the people when subjects come up. I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe to the live so you will be right there when I go live. It'll be weeknights, normally around 10 or so, because I like to talk to the people. I hate doing videos. I like to talk to the people. So please subscribe to the channel so we can get more content and turn the notifications on. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Robinson's roommate, who said that Tyler made a joke on the platform.
Why do they keep referring to him as roommate instead of girlfriend or boyfriend or you know what I'm saying? Why are they referring to him as his roommate and not his boyfriend or his girlfriend?
Discord, and he showed the messages to members of law enforcement. The affidavit reads that Tyler allegedly stated that he needed to, quote, retrieve a rifle from drop point, leaving the rifle in a bush, messages related to visually watching the area where a rifle was left, and a message referring to having left the rifle wrapped in a towel. The messages also refer to...
Hold on a moment. Jerry?
Yeah.
Hello.
I stopped trying to figure that out. It's not going to happen. Couldn't join a panel. But you know why they keep on calling him a roommate only?
Okay.
They keep calling him a roommate only because it's trying to cover up the fact that it's coming from a leftist type of thing. And the reason why they won't say that the stabbing on the subway,
mm-hmm.
you know that a Democratic judge let that man out 8 separate times, and he wasn't even supposed to be allowed on the subway.
Okay.
So it's the left covering the left, and of course they're gonna try to blame the right, blame MAGA, blame the Jews.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't want to own up to whatever.
Mm-hmm. 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 I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot that we don't know about what's going on. It would be great if we could get, some more information, but they're not gonna let that information out. If that boy ends up losing if the young man that's in jail ends up something happening to him, I'm gonna lose all faith in the system. We're gonna lose all faith in the system. Because I understand that he did what he did, but he still deserves his day in court, and he deserves to face his penalty.
Okay, I'll tell you what. If something happens to him before the facts come out and he hits his whole trial date, I'll lose faith in the system with you, sister. I'll be like, okay, it's all orchestrated. This is some JFK shit.
Right.
If that happens, you know what I mean?
We are going to lose a lot of faith and we're going to lose a lot of faith in our systems if anything happens to that young man. We don't want anything to happen. I want that young man to face the consequences. If he's guilty, I want him to face the consequences of his actions. Okay.
I want it all to come out. I want the Epstein list to come out.
Mm-hmm.
And to all my mega supporters, sorry y'all, but I think Trump's on that list. To be honest with you.
Oh, you think so?
I think Trump. Yeah, that's why they won't release it. Come on. If Trump was not on that list and that's going to destroy his party, which is like the left, like his opponent, why wouldn't you let the list come out? Why wouldn't you extradite that list to come out?
Like, so you think he on the list?
Yeah, you know what I think the country's run by?
Mm-hmm.
Pedos. You know what I think? Make wood chippers great again. I think they all need to go into wood chippers. I think our whole government needs swamped out.
I think that too. I think all those people that keep getting terms, keep going back to Congress, I think you should have a term limit of 3 or 4 terms, and then you got to get vamoose. You got to get out of there because y'all too old to be sitting there making rules and regulate.
Why is Congress like dinosaurs? They can't even know. They don't know how to use the internet. Like, why are they still there?
I know. I don't understand, but I know that there's some old ones in there, and they should have been done got up out of there. They should have been.
I think they're all pedos.
I believe some of them that are in there now. There's issues with some of them that are in there now. That's what I believe.
I think Republican and Democrat are all pedos, and Trump will release it because he's on that list, and all of them are on the list, and they're always getting together. And I think that the whole American people are being played.
Hey, look, we don't know when they're going to release those Epstein. I want them Epstein files released pronto, simply because the victims need their day in court. The victims.
And you know what I heard, though?
What?
I heard that the victims said if they don't release it, they'll start talking.
Oh.
How about that one?
Oh, if they start talking. Look, you don't want them to start talking. He does not want them to start talking. See, you know why I knew something was going on? When Trump moved that Ghislaine Maxwell to that minimum security prison. When he moved that woman to the minimum security prison, I was like, yeah, something going on.
I'm surprised she didn't get outed too. I really am.
I believe they're gonna wait till everything die down and then pardon her and then let her go back over to her home country. Let her out and let her go out and go to her home in France. That's what I believe. Wait till everything down and then let her go, pardon her, and let her go on to where she's supposed to go.
And I ain't left wing at all. Cannot stand a lot of them, but as it grows, as you know, all truth will come to light. The Bible says that all truth will always come to light.
Right.
And as things are coming to the light, Republican Party not looking so good right now. Like it's looking like you're all on the list.
See, I'm not trusting any of them. I'm not trusting any of them because they know it's a bunch of you rich folks on that Epstein list. You all are covering up for everybody. You're covering up for these people. That's why.
Exactly, from celebrities to artists to politicians to what they've been called Prince Harry.
Right.
Can't touch him. He's in another country. Can't even do it. Like no one's gonna touch Prince Harry. He's gonna get away with it.
Yeah.
But in our country, I think if we all found out, we'd all be disgusted, and I don't think court systems would even work anymore.
We would lose faith so bad if we found out that people that we actually deal with and know that are our representatives, we find out that they are part of all this garbage. I'm not.
The worst thing that could happen is us finding that out because no one's going to court. Are you serious?
Right.
Fuck the judge. Fuck the GA, fuck the government, fuck everybody. Y'all pedos. Like, so if we found all that out, talk about cities burning.
Right.
Like, cops gonna have a really hard time with that.
It's gonna be a terrible thing. If we find that out, it just ain't gonna be right. It's just not gonna be right. And nobody's gonna deal.
And if you think biblical, stay in touch to you. What's the hardest thing to go against God? Mess with the children, mess with the youth, mess with his little ones. That's where pure evil was topped at.
Right.
That's where it's topped out at.
It's a bad thing that they won't allow this to be released when we have I just got a feeling if it becomes released, it's gonna be a bad thing. It's gonna be
absolutely. I'm for the people. I'm for everybody. Make wood chippers great again. Let's just put in wood chippers on slow motion. Be first.
Thank you, sir. Let me get the next call. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, later.
I appreciate you. Except
Call from
O.J. Simpson.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
How can I help you, OJ? Hello, OJ. OJ? I gotta hang up until. What's going on? It's your phone. It ain't my phone. It's your phone. It's your phone. Cover up the. It's not gonna sit well with me if they release the fire. If they release the Epstein list, and it's not gonna sit well with me if they don't release the list. They trolling me. As long as they don't say nothing to me. I'm fine with them calling me as long as they don't say nothing to me. That's that's the weird name. Oh, because they said the weird name. Oh, okay.
Engraving bullets and a mention of a scope and the rifle being unique. Messages from the contact, Tyler, also mentioned that he had changed outfits. Here's what the governor said about how they tracked Tyler Robinson down.
On the evening of September 11th,
so do I, Jerry.
A family member of Tyler Robinson reached out to a family friend who contacted the Washington County Sheriff's Office with information that Robinson had confessed to them or implied that he had committed the incident. This information was relayed to the Utah County Sheriff's Office and scene investigators at Utah Valley University. This information was also conveyed to the FBI. Investigators reviewed additional video footage from UVU surveillance and identified Robinson arriving on UVU campus in a gray Dodge Challenger at approximately 8:29 a.m. on September 10th, in which he is observed on video in a plain maroon t-shirt, light-colored shorts, a black hat with a white logo, and light-colored shoes. When encountered in person by investigators in Washington County on September 12th, in the early morning hours, Robinson was observed in consistent clothing with those surveillance images.
Right.
Investigators interviewed a family member of Robinson who stated that Robinson had become more political in recent years. The family member referenced a recent incident in which Robinson came to dinner prior to September 10th, and in the conversation with another family member, Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints that he had. The family member also stated Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate. The family member also confirmed Robinson had a gray Dodge Challenger.
All right, joining us now is retired homicide sergeant Troy Hillman. Thank you for taking the time to be with us on Law and Crime. As we're learning more now about Tyler Robinson, the suspect accused of killing Charlie Kirk. You have profiled killers in your career. What stands out to you about Tyler Robinson?
I think somebody obviously with a political agenda and obviously not concerned about getting caught. It seemed like he definitely wanted to send a message.
Yeah, especially let's go over some of the engravings because I was able to kind of comprehend the Bella Ciao references, related to World War II. And then that's something that we've heard a little bit more of in recent years during protests. But some of the other, these seem like very deep internet references. What stands out to you?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, there were some references to the subculture, the furries, and there was a reference to a video game, I believe it was Helldiver.
Yeah.
And then it spoke of a younger person to me when I first saw those things, and to include although Bella Ciao was a little bit of a timeless reference.
Yeah, and I think there's a comparison people are drawing to Luigi Mangione because you have the engravings on bullets, and he allegedly engraved bullets with his motive. In that case, very somewhat different situation. But as a profiler, when you see someone, I mean, what makes the type of person who not only would do this, but didn't seem to be afraid that they would get caught and face the consequences for this?
I think this person was so, and again, I'm not a profiler. I spent 24 years in investigations, and we did work closely with profilers, chasing serial killers and homicide suspects. But somebody like this, I think, is just so driven in their mind and justified that I guess the word radicalized comes to mind. They don't really worry about, I don't think, of getting caught. So they just want to send a message. But I'm always cautious to say, hey, let's not, this could be these clues left by, said person could let's not jump on them and jump to conclusions, because they could be throwing us off, trying to steer us in another direction. So it's always, you need to keep an open mind. But subsequently, they've arrested this individual, and information is starting to come out on his background.
Wow.
When you look at how this played out, and he was able to, for 33 hours, be at large and made it to southwestern Utah, back to his family's house. What type of planning does it take to put together this type of attack, where then also he has the engravings on the bullets? He leaves the rifle and, still is able to get away. What sticks out to you about how he allegedly went about this?
Well, I think in these large groups, in these kind of large venues, it's especially outdoor venues, it's very security is a tough assignment, and if there's not enough planning and that kind of thing that goes into it on the front end, so I'm not saying it's easy.
I mean, he evaded the police better than any other. He evaded the police. He would not have gotten caught. You weren't going to catch him. If he would have kept that gun with him, you never would have caught him. Y'all never would have caught that man. He would have been in the wind. Okay? He was in the wind. He was in the wind. That's the whole thing. He was in the wind. And you never would have caught him. If he would not have confessed. Okay? If he would not have confessed. But it is what it is. My whole thing is the young man. I don't know. Anyway, you all, somebody have a phone call to give me, or somebody give me their final thoughts on this. Their final thoughts on this Charlie thing. I thought it would be more people who would want to call in and talk, but please make sure that you have subscribed to the channel. Please make sure that you have hit the like button, please and thank you. I appreciate you hitting the like button. I appreciate you. Wait a minute, I got a super chat because I don't very, very rarely get super chats. RBN's Through the Fire podcast, $2. HQ needs 35 more likes. The show, Jerry Wolford, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of that. Okay, I appreciate you. Everybody, make sure you turn on your notifications. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. There's thousands of videos on here that I did of everything you can name, roasting people, talking about people, you name it, I did it. I appreciate the people that came up and called. We will open up the phone lines tomorrow, just like we open up the lines tonight, and we will post a subject. And posting that subject, we will talk about that subject. This is not one of the debate channels. We're not doing the debate. We're just having conversations with normal, everyday people who want to have a conversation about whatever subject that they want to. Be respectful. I'll be respectful to you. Charlie Kirk didn't deserve to die. He should have went home with his family. I appreciate you all coming. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And I will see you tomorrow. We will see you tomorrow.